Ragnar. So here we go, here we go, here we go. Thanks so much for coming and joining me, guys. We got 20 participants, I believe, in this contest so far. I posted the brackets up in Twitch so you guys can see them as well and follow along with me if you so choose. The baby moose. Bad player, damn it. Okay, bad player will... Did I add myself? Yes, bad player will take my spot. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So there's Boa. Now I'm just waiting for Ragnar. I did roster check. I did roster check, so there he is, Vanguard Nightshade. Let me take a quick look to make sure these guys are both who I want. Yep, that's Ragnar and Boa. Let me take, yep. So here we go. Let's take a quick look at what he's running. Paladin, interesting with Rune of Leadership. He's got Axe, Pistol with Staff. He's running over here Inspiration, Chaos, and Mirage. Very interesting. Let's take a quick look at Boa. Invocation, Corruption, and Herald. He's running Sword, Shield with Mace and Axe. Rune Speed and Rune Sage Amulet. Here we go. Sorry, Soro, I didn't see you come up for roster check. You're going to have to be a sub. Unfortunately, my friend, you have to make sure that you come into the server before 8:15 so I can roster check you. I wasn't sure if you were coming, so I had to remove you from the bracket. Oh, yeah, Spaceman, I will post on Discord. Sorry, guys, I won't be able to shoutcast for 1 second. There you go, Spaceman. I posted it in the Discord so you can see it as well. So Boa versus Vanguard. Vanguard's going for a little more sustainy. Boa is taking some damage over here. Lots of Condi, so he's starting to cap on top of him. The good exchange coming from both of them, actually. They're both running very interesting builds, something you don't see very often, which I kind of enjoy watching. Oof, good job by Boa putting on the heavy cleave. He's actually countering quite good. He puts up the Chaos Storm. He's trying to hide inside of it. He actually backs out of the Chaos Storm. It was something that could have been very beneficial for him, considering he's got protection and resistance on top of him. The Chaos Storm could have been very beneficial. He's got to try to kite him into it. Good stun. Good evade by Boa. He's trying to come in for the heavy cleave with the Torment. Ports away. Let's see what he's got left on cooldowns. He's not doing very well on cooldowns. He does have his heal, which he does pop. He's got a little bit of Condi, but nothing too serious. Only 1 stack of poison and torment. So, and also at the same time, there's a lot of guys that'll stack a lot of Condi, but it's only 1 stack each, trying to bait you out into using your Condi clear, and then they dump the big ones. Sorry, guys, I'm getting a couple of whispers. This one's probably, like I mentioned, is probably going to the map mechanic, and this is where they have to really start to take into consideration their health and the type of cooldowns that they have left. Because once the cooldown, the map mechanic hits, there's 0 healing that's going to be available. He actually gets him with the glint. He tried to port away, but he actually ported just a little too far back, or not far enough, and ended up getting hit with the big glint elite. Boa trying to keep the heavy pressure onto him. Vanguard doesn't have any more healing, although his heal cooldown is off. He still has the jaunt or the blink, and Boa takes that one. Sorry about that, sir. I definitely did not mean to not put you in, but when people don't come in for the roster check, I have no choice, because I can't. I don't really want to have a match with nobody in it, but I will definitely use you as a buy. Soro did really good yesterday. It was actually Soro the Deadeye versus Clown the Deadeye, and Soro actually won that one. He got his revenge from the previous one. He did. It was really good, really impressive. I have that in my highlights, guys, if you want to take a look at that. And as I mentioned, guys, these are best of 3 series. Thanks for understanding, Soro. I appreciate that, buddy. So there you go, Vanguard back in. Let me take a look if he's made any changes. He did sustain all the way till the end, but as I mentioned, when that map mechanic hits, I'll do a little quick overview over here for you guys. When the map mechanic hits, at 2 minutes, there is no more healing. It's not me who's telling you not to. The game will not allow you to heal. And there's no more stealth either. You cannot stealth. And there's an AoE that comes from here, and comes from here, that eventually encroaches onto the entire map, forcing the opponents to go all the way here and if they don't beat each other, it will eventually consume everything, killing them both. So I'm going to take a look at Revaboa over here. He tries to drop the AoE right away. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to get him. That AoE can do a lot of damage. Vingar's already in a lot of pressure. He's got the stacks of Torment on him. Chaos Storm, and this time he's hiding in it a little better. He's got to try to get the full potential of that Chaos Storm if he can. Where is this Chaos Storm? Damn it, he switched over. I couldn't see it. But I'm pretty sure, I don't know too much about Mesmer, but I'm pretty sure the Chaos Storm does remove boons from your opponent. If you guys can't correct me. Hey, Bossum, what's up, buddy? Woo woo, Bossum. Good job over here. Vingar's doing a really beautiful kite over there, pulling him all the way to the bottom of the stairs, giving him a little more time to get his cooldowns back. He does pop his heal. He's getting a little more comfortable now. He's getting into the flow of it. I'm trying to catch that Chaos Storm over here. I didn't see it. I want to see what the actual listed... really good exchange here. Vingar doing a really good job of sustaining through all of it. He's used his distortion already. He does have a blink still available to him if he so chooses. Now we got 44 seconds left in the map mechanic. Big glint elite coming out from Revaboa. Good job by Vingar just porting down. And he'll be able to mitigate a lot of damage in that process. Now there you go. That's what he really wants. Damn it, I didn't get to see the tooltip for Chaos Storm again. Trying to put the heavy torment on him, but good job by Revaboa. You see him drop the cleave on top of him or drop the AoE down on top of him. That puts a lot of pressure onto Vingar, not allowing him to come in. And if he does come in, he's going to pay for it. Really, really good defensive tactic by Revaboa on that one. This one's going to go to the map mechanic once again. We got 5 seconds left, and now they got to really start to consider their cooldowns. And they got to try to put as much pressure. Once you get to about 6-7 seconds before the cooldown, you want to put a lot of damage and turn and burn onto your opponent. So when the map mechanic does engage, there's no chance for them to heal. This is a really good match so far. Both of them exchanging really well. You can see the AoE already starting to encroach on the map. They're both pressuring each other really good. He's got no condies on him. Revaboa has nothing on him either. This is going to go down to the wire. Really good stack of Torment. That could be very crucial. He gets it in the glint elite. Oh, no. And down goes Vingar. Revaboa actually takes that one. Good job, Revaboa. Our next match is going to be a doozy. This one's going to... It's not actually me in this match. I've actually taken myself out and put Bad Player in. Bad Player is the one I wanted to see in this. So now it's going to be A Gamer versus Bad Player. And these are... I'm not sure what Bad Player is using, but I think they might be playing Warrior. And I know A Gamer plays Warrior, so it's going to be Warrior on Warrior. These two are very strong competitors. Very, 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 very tough. I know Bad Players in here. I'm just going to wait for them, guys. Oh, and I've also made new emotes for my subscribers. And I've also made new badges for my subscribers. And I've updated below my video stream. I've made it a little cleaner, a little more visually pleasing for you guys. And if you look at my suggestion box, one of my... there's a marathon, not a sprint. The endurance is important. And one of my suggestion box, the guy said, try not to say that's really good all the time. So I ended up making one of my emotes being, that's a really good job. One of my emotes is that. So you guys will enjoy that. Another one else, well, when they get accepted, hopefully they do get accepted, you guys who are subscribers will be able to enjoy them, I think. It's just a little play on words and a little making fun of myself at the same time as having fun. So this is going to be really good. Let me take a look at Bad Player over here really quick so we can go over. Rune of the Eagle with Demolisher, Sword Shield with Great Sword. He's got Strength, Discipline with Spellbreaker. Let's take a quick look at A Gamer. He's got Discipline, Strength, and Spellbreaker. Great Sword, Sword. Woof. He's got Eagle over Strength. That's the only major difference that I can see right here. And the thing with Warriors, ooh, he drops his Rampage already. Good job on the shield block. He's got the Mage Bane. He ends up, ooh, really good job by Bad Player. You can see how he used that obstruction to stop the tether. Ooh, A Gamer putting on the heavy pressure. Bad Player's in a big trouble over here. But being very patient. A Gamer is a very talented player and knows how to work under pressure. Countering with the Rampage, but A Gamer doing a really good job of mitigating and making the Rampage almost completely useless. Coming in with a huge Arcing Slice and Whirlwind and getting the Mage Bane, keeping the pressure up. Ooh, Lord, this is a good match. And day warriors can always be dangerous at any moment. Even if they're at 5%, they can turn and burn on you incredibly hard. And that was a false, that looked like a false rush over there. Tries to get him in the whirlwind. Good marching. Oh, beautiful counter over there. He tries to get him in the whirlwind. Oh my goodness gracious, guys. That was a fucking epic warrior versus warrior match. Oof, both of these guys are really solid. But if you see them in ranked match, you know they're good players. Oof, that was a good one, guys. The next match, just so we know, is going to be Jake versus Winter's Wonder after this. So if you guys are in the Twitch and listening, so make sure that Jake and Winter's Wonder, you are ready. Right now we're going into Game 2 versus A Gamer and Bad Player. Bad Player is really strong. I've seen them in, this is the second or third time I see them in my tournaments. A Gamer, I don't think I've seen him in any of my tournaments. I think this is the first time, but I'm really happy to see him in here. And now he's getting a run for his money. Sorry guys, I'm just responding to a player here. There are a lot of spectators in this one today. Yeah, lots of spectators. I don't think A Gamer is going to make any changes, and you know what? Maybe that Rune of the Eagle was what did the difference, because when he's below 50%, he does a little bit more damage, and maybe on the big whirlwinds with the big crits, look at them both standing on the no ports. It's not necessarily no ports, but it's the obstructions, because warriors do not have any kind of leap or any sort of things to get over anything. So if you're standing on an obstruction, it's really, really beneficial for you, especially against a warrior. Really good exchange. These guys are just a good old-fashioned slobber knocker right now. Punching each other in the face, standing toe-to-toe, not giving up. Bad Player taking the worst of the exchange on that one. A Gamer just being patient now. He's not getting too excited. He's doing a really good job. Ooh, really good counter over there. He's got the Mage Bane. Really good stun. Gets the Breaching Strike, Arcing Slice, and the Whirlwind. Holy moly, that was beautiful. And a nice call on the... really beautiful call on the Rampage. This is the time and opportunity to do it. Gets him with the Whirlwind. Tries the Arcing Slice and the Whirlwind again. Of Trailblaze, sorry. Ooh, A Gamer ends up going down. Bad Player takes it. That was a very exciting match. Whew. Whew, 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 whew. And as I mentioned, guys, Mike is not Mike in the brackets. It's actually Bad Player. So our next match coming up is Winter's Wonder versus Jake. Dang it, dang it, dang it all to hell. And for those of you who just joined the Twitch stream, guys, I'll post the brackets for you again so you can see them. Those are for you, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, excuse me. So there's mine, and there's Jake. Jake is running, nice, a Fire Weaver, I believe. Sage Amulet with Sanctuary, Sword Focus. He's got Fire, Arcane, and Weaver. Yep, he's got a Fire Weaver. I haven't seen a Fire Weaver in the last 2 or 3 tournaments of mine, so it's kind of refreshing to see one. And Jake is a really good Fire Weaver. Very, very, very dangerous. Now we're looking over here at Winter's Wonder. He's actually part of the Fall Guild, and they run a lot of Fashion Wars contests. You guys should definitely check them out. They're ones to really look an eye out for. They're trying to build the community. Same thing as me, man. We're just trying to bring back to the community, trying to bring us all together, and, you know, just try to bring some events to us. So we got Dueling, Chaos, and Mirage. He's got over here Scepter with Pistol, Staff, Rune of the Traveler, and Wander Amulet. Oh, I think I lost my music. Come back to music. That's interesting. There we go. Sorry about that, guys.
Become a pro streamer. Want to become a pro?
Okay, back to the action. I'm sorry about that. I didn't even see it. I put my volume way too loud. I don't know what's going on. Oh, sorry, mine. You're no longer associated with Paul. I apologize for that. I'm not sure. Anyways. But mine's got to be really careful, especially as you can see the amount of burning stacks that they're able to dump on top of them is insane. So you got to be really careful. Around that 300 radius around an alley is where you want to try to stay away from them. And if they go into fire, you definitely want to get away. You know, they're usually earth into fire and then right into air. and they just keep cycling. Earth, fire, air, earth, fire, air, earth, fire, air. You got to try to stay away from them when they're in fire. There's a lot of Condi stacks, and those Condi stacks stack up quickly, and it doesn't have to be on for long. Maybe 1 or 2 seconds, and you're already getting like 6K, 7K taken off you. So they got to be very attentive and make sure that they try to mitigate that and try to keep an eye on when they go into fire to kind of stay away from them. Put the volume just a little lower here. So here we go into game 2, guys. Our next match, just so everybody knows, is going to be Dexter versus Cartoon. This is the first round, but the way challenge.bracket.com works is that it tries to adjust everybody so that when we get into the quarterfinals, it's an even 8 teams. So you'll see a couple people starting in the first round, then there's the second round, and then we start the official quarterfinals. Jake is definitely one to watch out for. Same with Bad Player. These are already a lot. There's EMF in here. There's Revoboa. There's Black Bear. There's a lot of really strong players in here. So here you go, Murphy's got to be careful now. Mine has got to be careful. As you can see, those 5 stacks, 8 stacks, and he cleared it. Maybe he cleared it within 3 seconds, and he already took 3/4 of his health. So it's something he's got to be very, very attentive for. There you go again. That 5 stacks, 6 stacks, it just chunks him down to death. Really good job by Murph, and unfortunate for Winters, but thank you so much for joining either way, Winters. You're more than welcome to sit back, chill, and relax, and enjoy the rest of these shows. So that's Jake that moves forward. Our next match is going to be Dexter versus Cartoon. That's our next match. Hold on, guys. I'm just going to run really quick. How we got? 2 seconds. Alright, I have returned. Let's take a quick look. I know that's Cartoon, that's Dexter. You could obviously it's Dexter. His name is Dexcuter. Cartoon running the Rev, Dexter running on the Hollowsmith. This is an interesting match. The amount of them, I don't think either counter each other. They both have a lot of CC. Dexter has a lot of CC, and Cartoon has a lot of damage mitigation and evade frames. He does drop the end. Hollows do have a lot of risk sustainability. That healing turret, oof, big damage coming out from Cartoon, getting that shackling wave right on top of him. Big pressure. Let's take a quick look at his build over here. He's running with leadership. I don't think leadership would be that beneficial for him, considering that there is not much conditions that's going to be coming out of Cartoon. So he can probably go a little more damagey or a little more sustaining if he so chooses. He's got Demolisher with leadership, and he's got Rifle over here. Tools, yeah, regular Tools Hollow. Yeah, it looks like the regular Tools Hollow. Let's take a quick look at Cartoon when he gets in. Here's Cartoon over here. Invocation, Devastation, and Herald. Yeah, your typical Revenant build. Most of the time they run with Annulment on one of their, maybe on Staff or Sword, I mean. He's running Sword, Staff with Strength and Marauder. Strength, interesting. So here we go into game 2. Cartoon is another one to really watch. Very strong player. Gets him in the overcharge shot, but it was very unfortunate because when he got him in the overcharge, he was actually LOS by the tip of the corner of the stairs. Really good pushback from the staff on that one from Cartoon. Getting the heavy pressure. Dexter trying to heal through it. Gets him in the prime light beam. That was his opportunity. Gets him with the photon blitz. Really good. Tries to get the photon leap on top of him as well. He's got to be attentive, very attentive. He's in Shiro right now, so that's where you want to put the damage down. He has switched over. There's the Glint Elite, and it's unfortunate for Cartoon that he popped his Glint and then he popped his Elixir S, so there's no damage even coming to him, so he couldn't sustain. It's a good situation for Dexter if he's able to get to heal. No, unfortunately, it's not. It's for boon duration ever since surging removed. Ah, okay. Control freak always helps me out with any little things that I don't understand or anything that it's like a little confusing to me. They always whisper and chime in. Thank you so much, Control freak. I really appreciate it. You're very, very, very helpful. So that's Cartoon That Moves. Hey, what was that? Thank you so much, Vicemon, for the follow. I really appreciate that, guys. When you click that follow or you click that subscribe, it really encourages me to keep going and continue doing what I'm doing. It's like a pat on my back telling me thank you so much. Hey, thank you. I am Mert. Thank you so much for the follow, man. I really appreciate that too, guys. When you guys click that follow, it really, really, really encourages me. If you look at the brackets, there's numbers beside each bracket. It looks like Black Bear and River Boa are going to be fighting, but it's not. It's actually Demonoid and Bionic that are going to be coming. So Demonoid, this is going to be a really good fight. This is going to be a good fight. Demonoid versus Bionic. So thank you both, Merp and... Who was it? Let me just take another look. I like to thank you guys personally. Vicemon, yay! And I am Merp. Thank you so much for the follow, guys. I really, really, really do appreciate that. That's the type of thing that I see that really encourages me. Now you have the advantage to know when I do these as well at the same time. And I'm very, very new to Twitch streaming, guys. I'm super new to this. I've only been doing it for about a month and a week now. So bear with me. I don't do the best casting, but I'm learning and I get better and better. If you look at the first tourney I did while I was shoutcasting, it was pretty bad. Bionic should be here, I know that. I'm going to give him a minute or two. I always give the participants 2 minutes to show up. I'm going to look for him in here. I do have other people that are willing to sub for him if they so choose. There he is. He might be AFK. So we're going to give him a minute or two. We're going to give him 2 minutes to come up. I see him in the Heart of the Mist. He might be AFK. I do have subs. Give me a minute, guys. I thought I had my sub, but I don't know where he... Oh yeah, Soro. Where's Soro? Are you still here, Soro? Yeah, there he is. So Soro is still there. I'm waiting for Arsenic. I'm going to give him another minute and a half. I have Soro waiting in the wind to come and sub for me. Soro is going to be coming, Tyke. It's unfortunate because I do see him here, right here. Hey, where did he go? There he is. Right here. So I'm going to give him a minute and I'll take this time to solicit you guys if you, because I'm a shameless, thick-skinned promoter, you know how I do. If you like this type of content, guys, I do it every single day. I actually updated my Twitch just below. I made it a little more clean and a little more streamlined. You can see my schedule, donation rules, goals, what I offer, about me, and sub perks. I actually ended up adding 4 new emotes into my for my subscribers, and I've also changed the subscriber badges. So you can see they got those cool new badges, and there's 3-month subscribers and 6-month subscribers. I'm just waiting for my emotes to get approved. But like I said, I do these every single day. Take a look at my highlights video. You'll see 1v1s, 2v2s, 3v3s. I do 5v5 in-houses. I do fashion wars, and there's a lot more events that I'm in the process of creating, but I haven't hammered out all the details yet. Ooh, wow, hey Cartoon. Thank you for that, I appreciate it. So if you guys like this kind of content, I'd appreciate it if you click that follow or that subscribe. I'm just shamelessly promoting to you, so don't worry. And if you like to sit there and lurk and watch, I'm more than happy to have you guys joining me. I enjoy the company, it makes it more entertaining for me, and hopefully my shoutcasting makes it entertaining for you. So I'm going to give him another minute. Okay, Sora, you can come in, buddy. So let's take a quick look at Bias. Ooh, Demonoid is Kanji for sure. Yeah, boy, I fucking hate Kanji Mirage, and there's a resurgence of them coming up. But Bion Demonoid's going to be dangerous on this. He's running Rune of the Adventure with Wanderer's Staff. Ooh, Eye of Rodgort. This is really good, and it's expensive too. I actually gave away Eye of Rodgort for one of my tourneys. I think it's somewhere around 300 gold, and he's got Touch of Madness, really cool. He's running over here Dueling Chaos and Inspiration. Let's take a quick look at Sora over here on this side. He's running Trickery, Shadow Arts, and Deadeye. He's running with Rifle, Sword, sword with pistol, and he's running with Rune of the Scholar and Marauder. Actually, Soro ended up dueling Clown, Deadeye to Deadeye, and he actually, Soro took, because they fought once more before in another tournament, and it was Clown who took that one, and then yesterday, Soro versus Clown, he got his rematch, and actually Soro ended up winning that one. Very, very, very impressive display. Now this is going to be tough for Soro because he's got a lot of mitigation, he's got a lot of evade frame, he's got a lot of evade, he's got a lot of invuln. There's just so much that he's got to try to get him to go through. But at the same time, it's hard for Demonoid to catch him and put down the pressure onto him because he's very kitey and he has a lot of stealth through his availability. So it's going to be difficult for his clones to even do any damage. He's got to be very careful and very attentive on his no ports. Here you go, he's going to try to get some damage down onto him. There's Demonoid who's exposed himself. Soro's just kind of waiting. Gets the big CC on him, tries to get some heavy pressure. He's able to clear that 7 stacks of Torment, which is very, very crucial. Your mouse is a little off for stream, not a big deal, just noticed. What do you mean by blanket? What do you mean by my mouse? Oh, okay, I'm putting it in the middle there. Is that what you mean, blanket? Sorry, buddy. I'm not sure what you mean by your mouse is a little off for stream. I'm not sure what that means. If you can explain, I'd really appreciate it. So here you go, Sora. Again, trying to get the heavy pressure onto Demonoid. Demonoid's in a little bit of trouble when you hover over something. Mike, are you stoned? No, not stoned. I have a little bit of the Dos Equis in me, okay? Just a little bit. Stream is slightly slowing, showing it slightly higher than it is. Best warrior in the whole world. Riggs. Merp is versus the almighty invincible Aerithor Star. Oh, it's desynced. Okay, thank you. And once again, Control Freak comes in to help me. Thank you so much. Tie you with it. I can't wait for my emotes to be approved. I don't want to distract too much from this competition because these are both really good players, and that's a really good job right there by Soro, putting heavy pressure onto Demonoid. He's almost at a loss right now, but as I mentioned, it's a best of 3 series, so there's a lot of room for adjustment. The rules in this tournament is you cannot change your class or the 3 specs that you spec'd into. You can't change your traits in your specs, your weapons, your sigils, your runes, your amulets, your utilities, and all of those things. Really good job. He drops the Chaos Storm to try to keep a little bit of pressure, but Sora doesn't have to stay close. He does have his sword dagger, or sword, I believe it's a sword pistol to put the extra pressure if he so chooses. And really good job of staying far away, but he's, wow, 8 stacks of Torment. It's over for Sora on that one. Really good job by Demonoid. Keeping up with the pressure, not getting too excited, not getting too nervous, not popping a lot of cooldowns, just being patient, using a lot of LOS to his advantage, and he ends up taking game 1. That was really, really close. Yeah, desync, that's the word. But like I said, not a big deal, just something I noticed. Thank you, Blanket. I really appreciate that, buddy. Things like that help me. Any little thing, anything. And also, guys, if you look below on my below my video, there's a suggestion box. That's one of my favorite things that I've added. There's so many cool suggestions, and even one guy, constructive criticism, and I'm not mad in any way. He said, I say, that's a really good job. Way too much. And I do. I checked all my streams, so much so that I even made one of my subscriber modes. That's a really good job. I'm hoping it gets accepted so we can kind of meme with it a bit. D-Plays, thanks for following my channel. Ooh, Cartoon, you have a post here? Guys, I would like to support streamers. So Cartoon, if you have a stream or you have a Twitch, post it in my chat, man, so other people can see it. I do not mind at all. I want to support Guild Wars 2, and I want to support all the streamers. So if you have a streamer, post it in there, Cartoon. I more than encourage you, buddy. Or anyone else, if you have a stream, post it in there, man. We want to make this community. We want to build it up. So here we go, Demonoid doing a really good job. And he adjusted really, really well. He kind of understands Soro's move. And it's not only the class that he's adjusting for, but his play style, the way he moves. Oh, really good job. Really good stun. Really good emote by Soro, getting some heavy pressure. The Demonoid re-sustains, but now that he's re-sustained, he knows he's gone through a couple of his cooldowns. He knows he's gone through his heal. This is his opportunity to take it, and Soro goes in for the kill. He's not able to capitalize on it. Demonoid doing a really good job of kiting. There I go, saying Demonoid once again. Thank you so much for posting it, Cartoon. And once I'm done, I'm definitely going to click on that link, and I'm definitely going to follow you. I enjoy you. I enjoy watching. You're a good player, and thanks for joining this tournament, guys. Soro's in a little bit of trouble. Demonoid is fully topped up. A lot of his cooldowns are coming back. He doesn't have his mass invis. Really good pressure coming from Soro, but he's got to be careful with those condies. He's kiting him really well. 6 stacks of confusion. That could be dangerous. Now they're kind of resetting. Soro's doing a really good job here. There I said it again. He's doing an exquisite performance. This is what I'll say from now. Nice, and you Cartoon revs mains ref if you guys want to watch that. Really good. Oof, Soro's in big trouble here. We got 10 seconds left in the map mechanic, and this is where you want to start taking into consideration your cooldowns. Soro's doing a really good job of being patient. He's got to use that heal before that cooldown comes up. He does end up using it, catching it just perfectly. This is his opportunity. He's got to take... Oh, no. He ends up wasting his big damage onto the clone. Let me turn around here. This is a make-or-break situation for Soro. He's trying to go in. He goes right into that Chaos Storm. Very unfortunate. Really good job by Demonoid, knowing that he's going to come in. And he's taking advantage of the terrain. He's taking the better position, forcing Soro to come into him because the AoE's coming. Oof, that was one of my... So far, one of my favorite matches. A-Gamer and Bad Player was one of my favorite matches too. So now we're going, ooh, this is going to be both two guildies going against each other. This is going to be Space Pen versus Tycoon. Hold on, let me go check out here. Where are you, A-Gamer? You posted that somewhere? Yes. Let me open that. I'm officially your new follower, A-Gamer. I mean, that Cartoon. I think I am. I'm just waiting for this to click follow. My computer's lagging like a motherfucker. There we go. I followed your Twitch. Now I get to see when you play, A-Gamer. I mean, Cartoon. No problem, buddy. Like I said, guys, I want to promote as many streamers as possible. The more streamers that we have out in Twitch, the more people are going to watch. And then just me streaming, I've had at least 10 to 15 people who are brand new, never played the game, who actually said, you know what, I want to try it and I want to play it. So if we can get more streamers and more people playing and just a better community, more people will come, man, and the population will grow. We won't have these issues with PvP with not enough population. We'll be able to get good games and the game will just extend from there, man. So really good job. They're not memeing each other, they're just being very patient. Good job by Tycoon using the no port spot. He was able to port up, but he had to back up just a little bit. I didn't take a look at what Space Pen's running. He's running over here Sage Amulet with Rune of the Traveler, Sword Focus with Axe Shield. He's got Honor, Virtues, and Firebrand. And Tycoon is one of the strong warriors that is... not many people know about him, but he is a very beastly warrior, someone to definitely look out for. He's in a little bit of trouble here because there's a lot of Condi that can come out from Space Pen, so he's got to be very, very creative and careful with the way he engages. He tries to get him in the Arcing Slice with the Whirlwind. The Mage Bane doesn't go off, unfortunately, because he did have the stability on him. Good job by Space Pen over here. He's already gone through 2 tombs. His Healing Signet is done. So this is going to be big pressure. Really good job by Tycoon getting the Arcing Slice and the Whirlwind. Trailblaze. He breaks through that stun. Oof, Lord have mercy on my soul. That was really good. When I'm memeing, I run Bunker Rev. That does a lot of damage. It doesn't necessarily play it competitively, but it's fun and it can hold a 1v2 for a really long time if played right. And that's what I really like Cartoon. When people play things, it's not necessarily meta, but they enjoy playing it. And when you enjoy playing a class or a build, I don't know, I find you do better in it. I said the hybrid build has great healing. Okay, awesome. I'll be using it. Oh, really awesome. Look at that, you guys. You guys are like best friends now in the Twitch chat. Really good job, Cartoon Rich Viewer. So here we go into game 2. It's going to be Tycoon. Again, let's take a quick look at Tycoon. Like I said, this guy's a fucking monster warrior, guys. If you keep an eye on him, he's definitely going far in this tournament. I want to see him versus a bad player. I hope I see that. Strength versus... I should have set it up that way. Is it set up that way? They will fight each other only in the semifinals if it does so choose to happen that way. But I'm excited if it does happen like that, guys. So here we go into game 2. What is Tycoon running? Running the Strength of Demolisher? Yeah, Strength of Demolisher. He's got Great Sword with Axe and Shield. Axe. Tycoon, Beast Mode. I want to watch Tycoon for this one. He really, really played that nicely. Got some heavy damage. And that's the thing with Warriors. It takes a second for them to just dump damage if they're able to really get their CC down. Arcing Slice, Whirlwind. There's the Arcing Slice. There's the big stun. You got him on the Bull's Charge. Oof. Oh, yeah. Yeah, look at that cartoon noticing. Smart lad, Tycoon. And he's, like I said, that cartoon, he's really good at... Oh, Spaceman coming in with a heavy Condi. He's got Mending that's about to proc, but he doesn't have enough time. Ooh, Lord. This is our first, I believe. Nor, I'm not sure if you're in the Twitch chat, but you can only sub if someone's not there. And we haven't gone through all of our competitors yet. We're still technically in the first round, guys. I think I had 20 participants in this one. Rich Viewer, Michael, 123. By the way, what do you think of my Mesmer build? I liked it. I liked it. I definitely liked it. You did a really good job. You were the one who faced Rebaboa, I believe. Sexy Hazard. Sexy Hazard, it's unfortunate he's not playing in this tournament. He's a really good Revenant. I heard Noir was bad. Can anyone confirm? Riggs, absolutely. Yeah, he did really good, Rich Viewer. I liked it. It was very enjoyable. And Rebaboa, he's been in a little bit of a hiatus, and I'm really glad that he's come back. And he's actually, this is the second or third tourney that he's participated in. So he's a really tough player. So considering the way it went, you did really, really good, man. Now the pressure's on Tycoon here. Spaceman did a really good job. There I go saying really good job. That's one of my emotes. It says really good job, and it's Sylvester Stallone like this, saying really good job. I hope they accept it. I'm not sure yet. Now they're both kind of just being patient with each other. Spaceman's being a lot more careful on his using most of his cooldowns. Last time he got caught using a lot of his tombs, a lot of his mantras. Oof, heavy damage, and this is where Spaceman doesn't want to be. Tycoon's not capitalizing on it. He's trying to regain some of his... Oh, he's gone through a lot of his stuff over here. He's got him covered in the corner. He's got Mage Bane on him for the extra damage. The pull, if he so chooses to use it. He tries to get the Shield of Absorption out to push back Tycoon, but it doesn't work. Spaceman's just on the run and gun right now. He's in big, big, big danger. Just trying to charge his mantras up. He gets him in the big pull. Gets him in the 100 blades. He's got the Shield of Wrath up to mitigate some of the damage coming towards him, but it's not going to be enough. He does get his mantras. Ooh, Spaceman doing a really, really good job of mitigating that damage while he's trying to get the, another Whirlwind, taking chunks of damage. He tries to get the pull, but he's got the stability up. He's already going through his third tomb right now. This is going to be really tough for Spaceman. He's in big trouble here. Really big trouble. Tycoon's coming in to try to finish it. He doesn't get the Arcing Slice. He really good job over there. There I go, saying it again. He gets him in the Mage Bane again. Really an impressive performance by Spaceman. I wasn't going to say it. Using the actual the obstruction to stop the Mage Bane pull, and he's actually resustaining himself right now. It's got 5 seconds left to the timer. I think Tycoon's running Rune of the Signet of Healing. This could be very dangerous for Tycoon in this situation right here. We got no more healing. He's trying to keep the heavy pressure onto him. Good Shield of Absorption onto Tycoon. He's got to be careful with all those Condis. He doesn't have any mitigation for Condi right now. It's getting really, really, really tight now. They're both really low. Tyke's just waiting for his burst over here. He does have his Whirling. He does get the full counter up on Spaceman. He does get the Whirling Wrath, but he can't take any Condi right now. He's got the... Oh, and he gets him in. Oh, that was it, the Bull's Charge. But this could still be dangerous. I don't think he's going to get this, considering that the He does have Vengeance, and he can get to Stomp in Vengeance if he so chooses. Al was an impressive match. Fighting a Fire Weaver in my next match. Can't expect anything great from it from Cartoon. Rich Viewer. My only weakness is Condi. He won it with honor, and it was a very good fight. Yeah, it was a very good fight. Very impressive fight. I really enjoyed it, guys. And this one was a fucking impressive fight. That's Ty Curran that ends up taking it from Spaceman. But that was a 2-1 series, our game 3. Our next match coming up is DeVito versus EMF. I don't think I've ever seen DeVito in any of my tournaments. But this is the second time that EMF is in. Sorry guys, I'm just whispering a couple guys because Sexy Hazard wants to join. But you guys, you have to make sure that you sign up when La Louve de Chagrin. That is the female wolf, I believe, in French. So that's EMF. Let's see what he's running, and let me make sure this is DeVito. Yeah, that is DeVito. I've never seen DeVito, so I'm very interested to see what he's running. He's running Resistance with Paladin, Rifle, Cleansing and Energy. He's running regular Tools Hollow. He's running with Paladin for a little more, and I think, yeah, you see, he runs this over here instead of here. He doesn't run Vent Exhaust, he actually runs Enhanced Capacity Storage, and he does that quite often. La Louve is a very impressive Hollowsmith. So if Young Maestro is able to put up some pressure and be able just to keep up with him, I'll definitely give him props for that, because EMF is a dominant Hollowsmith. He's got his cards stacked up against him. He's got a tall order. Let's see if he's able to accomplish. He tries to get the... Oh, wow. That was a really good combo. He goes into the Shockwave. Oof. He goes into the Shockwave. La Louve was able to mitigate that, but he goes right into after the Shockwave into an Overcharge, then into the Prime Light Beam. Now he's got his Photon Wall up here. He pops his own. Oh, Young Maestro. That was really close and clutch. Maybe he could have popped the Elixir a little earlier. He's able to get the Healing Turret up, and he's able to get the double combo blast or double blast finisher in it to resustain. But La Louve, you can see right here, he's already got his Healing Turret. He's going to have to use it pretty soon. Oof, he doesn't even use it. Young Maestro is down. Really impressive job coming out from both of them. Young Maestro, I don't think I've ever seen him. Maybe this is an alt account of his that I'm not sure of. But like I said, in every single one of my tournaments, I get at least 1 or 2. I guarantee 1 or 2 new guys. And I really appreciate these new guys coming in. It just shows, and I'm trying to draw more people back into PvP and pull them back into here. And so far, it's been a great success. A lot of the new guys write me mail after the tournament saying, thank you so much. I had a great tournament. It was really fun. I want to come back to the next one. And of course, I accept anybody and everybody. My only rule is you do not bash or make fun of anybody new. If you do, I will fucking ban you from all of my tournaments. Do not BM anybody that's new. If they're really experienced and they can handle it. If they're experienced, they've been in PvP long enough, their skin is very thick. But if they're new, please, I beg of you, just be nice, be kind. So here we go into game 2, guys. And this is one thing I find really interesting with La Louve. He doesn't run with Vent Exhaust. He runs over here with an Enhanced Capacity Storage. And I think it's because he wants to gain the extra might stacks. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe one of you guys can enlighten me and let me know on that. Now they're coming in. He's already used his Photon Wall. Maybe a little preemptive. But he did have he did have the heat up enough to get the 3 blast. Oh, really good exchange from both of these participants. Maestro just getting the fuck out of there, but he gets caught in the overcharge. Quick Elixir S. Really good job from both of them. There I go, saying it again. That's going to be one of my emotes. Really good job. Oof. La Louve is all over him like white on rice. That was really good job. EMF ends up moving forward into this tournament. But my DeVito, you did a fucking spectacular job, my friend. Now we have another really good match. Arathorn's the Dark Knight versus Joker. Hold on, guys. I'll be back in 1 minute. I'm going to get myself another Dos Equis. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it, by the way. I'll be back. Arathorn Stark. Arathorn Stark is the master of BM over here. He usually kicks and screams when he loses. Let's take a quick look. Make sure these two are the ones that I wanted. Yeah, that's Onilicious. Oh, he's running Revenant. He runs really like people like Joker. He runs a lot of different classes. You don't always see him running the same class in tournaments. He just likes to try something different. Like I said, I do these every single day, guys. So if you lose one today, there's another one tomorrow. And if you lose that one tomorrow, there's another one the day after. So it really gives you the advantage to test new things, especially against really tough opponents. Let's take a quick look. And he always runs Defiant Stance, and he always runs with Rune of the Berserker. It doesn't necessarily need it, but the adrenaline gain is pretty nice. He's running Discipline, Defense, and Spellbreaker. Let's take a look at Invocation, Devastation, and Herald. Sword, Staff, your regular Revenant build. This is kind of like, I don't think either counters either. They both have good CC, they both have good sustain, they both have good damage mitigation, so it's going to be a really good match, and they're both pretty strong. He gets up getting stuck in the 100 Blades. He tries to get him in the Shackling Wave, but he doesn't. The Bull's Charge right after. Was it a Bull's Charge? Yeah, he did try to get the Bull's Charge, but wasn't able to connect. And the Defiant Stance is something he's got to be careful for, and Arathorn's being very cautious on using his... if he's being very cautious... Sorry, guys, I was reading a whisper. I got a little distracted. Oof. He gets him in the Fool's Counter. Breaching Strike. Tries to get him in the... no, there he goes. He tries to get him in the Arcing Slice. Really good damage. And the thing with Warriors is they can dump on the damage very quickly, and they can turn it off very quickly. So it's going to be something that we're going to see when it comes into play when he uses his Glint Elite. Which he's going to be close to using it. And at the same time, they're kind of countering each other. One's got Defiant Stance, which is similar to... dodge rolls right out of that Glint Elite. The Glint Heal. There's the Glint Heal. There's the Rampage, and it's maybe only to soften him up. I'm surprised this actually went this long as it is, but they 20 seconds left on the cooldown. He's got maybe 10 seconds to use his Glint Elite if he so chooses it. I would use it just because. Arathorn Stark, let me take a look at Arathorn Stark over here. He does have his Defiant Stance. I would use it right now, just why not? There's only 6 seconds left on the timer anyway. This is where things change a little bit. They got to be a lot more cautious. There's no more healing involved. Oh, that was very unfortunate. He gets him in the stun and he tries to go for the full counter, but it doesn't end up working. He does have the reflect projectiles on his shield. Tries to get him in the Whirlwind, and he's trying to proc that full counter off the AoE that he caused. Tries to get him with the Breaching Strike. He does. The Shield Bash doesn't get him in the Shield Bash. He's going to go for the Whirlwind, I'm sure of it. Arcing Slice. Joker's in some trouble here. He's got the shield to mitigate. Oof, this doesn't look good for Joker. He's got to do something big. He gets him in the AoE, but there's so much sustain coming out of Arathorn. He's a very tough opponent. Oof, and that's game 1 going up to Arathorn Stark. Oof, this is going to be tough, man. Our next match after this one, guys, just so you know, is actually going to be, because if you look at the, I'll post the challengebracket.com again for you guys in the Twitch chat so you can follow along with me if you so choose. Here you go, guys. Our next match after this, if you just have to follow the challenge bracket numbers beside each pairing. So our next match after this is going to be Black Bear versus Reva Bow, which is going to be an impressive matchup. His name is Haha, you blocked me. I don't think he's made any changes. Let's take a look over here. It's got Dagger with Shield, Discipline, Defense, and Spellbreaker. Let's take a look at Haha, you blocked me. Oh, it looks like he's gone with Rune of the Holbrack. Very interesting exchange that he's gone for that one. A little more damage mitigation and Condi duration. Not sure what Condis that Arathorn is putting on top of him that he need to mitigate. But maybe one of you guys can enlighten me on that. Control Freak, I'm looking in your direction. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. you make this much more enjoyable for me, and I put these out for you guys. If you take a look at my highlights video, I do them every single day. Yesterday was a 1v1 tournament. That was an epic one, and this one's turning out to be another epic one. I'm going to let them know they have to ready up when they're ready. Oh, there's no good reason to be using that, and as he said it, he actually moved over to Rune of the Strength. It was probably a misclick by him. Yeah, as I mentioned, there was no real reason to use that. There was no heavy condition damage, and I asked Control Freak. They ended up telling me there's no good reason. He should be Strength, and he switched to it. That's what we thought. And we're not BMing or anything like that, but it's just certain things that I see, and it also helps new people. So if new people are watching, they can kind of understand why we chose these options, or why we're contemplating the options that he's chosen himself. Now, the first couple of exchanges between these two aren't going to be much. It's a lot of just baiting each other out, trying to get them to use a lot of their evade frames, trying to get them to use a lot of their CC mitigators, and then they can start opening up on each other. As you saw, the other match, it lasted a long time. He's just auto-attacking right here, and that's exactly what he wants to do. He's trying to get him in the Archy Slice. Really good. I think he actually got him in that Bull's Charge. It didn't seem like he connected on the Bull's Charge, but he ended up did. Maybe he went into the Shield Bash. I'm not entirely sure. Oof. Lands that huge Glint Elite and drops that AoE to kind of pressure him to keep him away. He's trying to build some distance. Let's see if he's got his Glint Elite. No, he doesn't have his Glint Heal either. He's in big trouble over here. He's trying to use the obstructions just to try to mitigate. He's using his staff to mitigate some more damage. I think that was staff 3, I believe. Yeah. Oh, no, these are swords. He goes into the rampage. It doesn't look good for Joker right now. Oof. A big, giant rock throw to the fucking head. And he goes down. So that's actually Arathorn. Sarkhan moves forward. He's another one to watch. There's a lot of strong warriors in this, and I'm very, very curious to see where they end up. Now we have Reva Boa versus Black Bear. This is going to be a really, really impressive match. These are both really strong players. Versus, did I say? Oh yeah, Black Bear. So there's Reva Boa. I'm just waiting for Black Bear to enter. If Black Bear is not here, I do have... Oh, no, there he is. He's running his Condi Mirage. This thing is a fucking monster, and he plays this class exceptionally well. Like, they debuffed or they nerfed Condi Mirage a bit, so a lot of the baddies, well, not baddies, but the newer players can't just roll their faces on the keyboard and end up winning. But he plays this thing like a magician. Like, wow, is he impressive. Let's take a quick look at Reva Boa. He's running her Rune of Speed, Sage Amulet, Sword, Shield with a Mace, Axe. We saw this build before. Let me take a quick look at gaming over here. He's got Scepter Pistol with Staff. He's got Traveler with the Sage, Dueling Chaos, and Mirage. I'm going to watch him for this. He's an impressive player. Black Bear is a dominant PV player. He uses that Chaos Storm like a champion. You see how he stays inside of it, trying to mitigate any type of damage coming out or trying to cleanse, and he just uses it at a counter pressure so well. Revbo doing a really good job right now, but Gaming Wizard getting the better of the exchanges. He's porting over to the other side just to try to like change up the whole scenery, give him a different direction to come at. Revaboa puts him in the big cleave and the nice stun. That was an impressive move by Revaboa right there. Really, really nice. He does have his Glint Elite that he used. Big stun coming out from Gaming, and that's going to be it, I think. No, he's able to sustain through it still. He's still alive. Can he do it? Come on, Revaboa. He gets his... Oh, the Glint Elite is over. He doesn't have any more healing. This is going to be tough. He ports right on top of him, trying to get the damage, trying to get any sort of Condi on top of him. Tries to drop the Elite again. He's doing a really good job. Tries to get a Glint Elite. He evades right through it, Gaming. Oof, and Revaboa's down. That was really good job by Revaboa, considering Gaming Wizard is a fucking monster, guys. He's a monster. I don't know who's going to stop him, but I hope someone does. Oof. Let me take a quick look at again what he's running. Yeah, this is going to be changed, I thought. The new patch coming up. I hope you guys are excited for that new patch. I'm really fucking excited. And the day that new patch comes out, I'm doing a tourney for sure. 1v1 on that day. I want to see all the new builds. Bring out your best stuff. If you guys have any ideas or any opinions on the patch, let me know. Type it in the Twitch chat. I'm very curious to see what you guys think Revenant changes, the Ranger changes that are coming out, the Hollow debuffs. I don't think they're touching too much on Ellie. I'm not too sure they're touching too much on Ellie. But there's a lot of changes. If you guys have any curious suggestions or anything that you think, type it out in the Twitch chat. Let me know. Rip Scourge. I don't know how Scourge is. Hey, Bono. What's up, buddy? I don't know how Scourge is going to end up. I'm very curious to see how those changes. And what they said, ooh, Gaming Wizard taking a lot of pressure at the beginning. A lot of Torment stacks, still stacking. Ooh, but he's got the resistance up, so it's not be able to do anything down on him. But he has gone through the resistance. Reverbo's coming out fucking full ham now. He's got to also be careful for the counter pressure. Gaming Wizard is really good at that, being able to counter pressure when he comes in hard for the damage. He's got that 7 stacks of Torment. He does have the resistance up to mitigate most of that. Really good exchange. This is an impressive match. Reverbo really taking it to Gaming Wizard. He's in big trouble over here. He does use his healing mat, his false oasis. He's overcommitting a bit, I think. This is where Gaming Wizard really turns up the pressure. Tries to get in the Glen Elite. He's able to evade through it. Really good job at Gaming. His amount of sustain and his counter pressure is immaculate. But Reverbo is doing a really good job on countering. He's got to be careful with all those stacks of Torment. He's able to get a little bit of them down. He's got a counter pressure. He tried to get the down on Gaming before it's too late. Impressive display from both of them. A lot of back and forth. This is a very high intensity match. There's so much going on. It's really hard for me to even cast it. He's against using that Chaos Storm to try to mitigate. Reverbo's in a little bit of a sticky situation. He does have a couple seconds. He does get the Glen Elite. Beautiful Glen Elite. Now this is where he's got to turn and burn as much as he can. He drops the AoE a little too far. Scourge is done for, you think, D plays and Bono? That was a really good job. Really good job, Reverboa. Black Bear is a fucking monster, man. And you did a really good job. Our next match is actually going to be Nano versus Bad Player. Nano versus Bad Player. I don't know. From what I heard, D plays and Bono, what I'm told is that this is just a small change in what they have a goal of where they want Scourge to be, and in order to get there they have to make these changes. So I don't think these changes are going to be at the end of Scourge or what you're going to see. Oh, Nano is Roth. Okay, so Sexy Dark Opium, you can enter. So it's actually going to be nice. Sexy Hazard, Dark Opium versus Bad Player. Roth isn't here, and Sexy Hazard. Roth was kind enough to get Sexy Hazard to take his spot. So we're going to take a look at Sexy Hazard. A very, very, very strong Revenant, but Bad Player is a fucking beast warrior. I've seen this person come back from like almost the brink of death. Like death is literally knocking on the door. The scythe is coming down, and for somehow, some way, they are able to dodge the scythe and come right back and end up winning. Herald, Devastation, and Invocation, Sword, Staff, Leadership, Marauder. This is your typical build, and he's running with Annulment, which you see most of the time. Not the end of Scourge, maybe, but for this period of time, it is RIP. What do you think it is? What do you think? Is it the not having the double sand, like not having the double, not having the double well, so you can't place it and have it around you? Do you think that's the major thing that's causing Reaper to be fucked up? I'm not entirely sure. I don't play Reaper too often, so a little bit of enlightenment on this would be appreciated. You guys in Twitch chat, let me know what you think, or what you think the cause of the death of Reaper is. So here we go, Sexy Hazard versus Bad Player. This is going to be an epic fucking match. I'm sure of it. And like you see, you can tell the difference. You can see when you have a good player because he's just using the W key to mitigate a lot of damage. He's creating a little bit of distance. Really, really good bait on that sex. Really good job. He ends up using his 180-degree turn and then using his Glint Elite while he's not facing and then turning back. He's got the Mage Bane. He ends up getting the Mage Bane and the Arcing Slice. Tries to get the Shackling Wave. Doesn't get it. He gets him in a full counter on that one. Tries to get him in the Breaching Strike, doesn't get it. Really good exchange coming from both opponents in here. Tries to get the, I think Sexy Hazard getting the better of the exchange. He goes into the Rampage to try to get him to use a lot of his damage mitigators, to try to get him to go through his staff evades as much as he can. Tries to drop the AoE down. Basically, understanding the part is the Scourge will have to be in the stands to get its effectiveness. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought as well. That's exactly what I thought as well. I'm not sure exactly how... Oh, Bad Player's in big trouble. Sexy Hazard's doing an impressive job. Really good job. Wow, Sexy has it. As I mentioned, Sexy has a very, very, very strong Revenant. He usually goes to semifinals or finals, man. So expect this guy to go. There's a lot of guys in this tournament that are expected to go to the semifinals. But unfortunately, there's only 4 people that can go to the semifinals. So the matches that are going to come up are going to be fucking great. Let me go back to Kamiko. Basically, understanding the party is the Scourge. Well, yeah, exactly. And they made a lot of changes. I'm very, very, very curious to see what people come up with. Very curious to see what they come up with. And that's one of the main reasons why I want to do a tournament on that day, exactly to see all the funny builds. I've spoken to at least 10 to 12 different people who have all these funny theory crafting that they're ready to do. And they've already said, I want to join the tournament and show them off. And that's what I really like, when they make those patches and then we get all potentially get these new metas that are going to be out there. So I'm really, really excited to see what's going to be up. This is game 2 over here. Bad players got to pull out all the stops on this one. There's no more fucking around. Something, something, roid rage, something, something. Earthworm starts. He's always creating a commotion everywhere. But I've known him for a long, 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 long time. When I first knew him, he was super bad. But now he's starting to tone down a bit. He's getting better. And I always enjoy watching him. He's a good warrior. He's played that class and that style for a long, long time. Good exchange between both opponents. He's got him in the mage bane. Good job by using the staff. Wow, wow, that was a really good job. I don't know how that was accomplished. It was an elite with the port, or it was an elite with the mage. He actually baited on the elite. Oof. Did he bait on the elite again? I don't know if he did. Really good job using the shoulder of the stairs there to mitigate any damage, and that's just the obstructions that you need to use. This map is all about the terrain. Bad players doing a much better job over here. Now, once they start to understand their opponent and how they play, you can tell the difference when a top tier player is playing. They really counter, and it's not necessarily the build that they change, but it's the style. Oh, fuck. Look at that. What a change. It's like a different player got onto the keyboard. It's like someone completely different came down. Once they start to understand the Thai style, can you show sexy builds again? Yeah, for sure. He's got sword over here with staff. He's running Sigil of Cleansing and Energy on this side. He's got Agility and Annulment. He's got Rune of Leadership with Marauder. I'll go back to his traits so you guys can see. He's got Invocation, Devastation, and Herald. I'll leave it on there for you a minute. In my opinion, Scourge got changed to balanced world v world. Yeah, but the overcommitment on placing a shade in PvP sounds too hard of a nerf. Yeah, I completely understand. And that's one of the main reasons that I've been having, or what I get really ticked off about, is that they don't really give a lot of love to PvP. But keep in mind, guys, I've had a couple devs actually not join, but come into my server and watch my tournaments. I've seen a dev watch my entire Fashion Wars. I've seen a dev watch my entire 1v1. I've been hosted by Guild Wars 2 a couple times, and they've made major changes and updates to this map when no one plays it, and I was the only one complaining about it, and they actually made changes. So hopefully there's something coming. Hopefully there's something good that's in the works. But I'm not giving up, guys. We're just trying to build this community. Really good job over here by Sexy. And this is important. Now you can see a really good job by Bad Player. Knowing he's not in any danger, just waiting for him to go through his AoE so he can come back in and engage. Good exchange coming from both of them. But right now, Bad Player's in really good health. They're going toe-to-toe at the moment. But ooh, really good rush to try to mitigate some of that damage. Tries to get him in the shackling wave, doesn't get it. Tries to get him in the bull's charge or the rush. Or that was a bull's charge. I'm not sure exactly what that was. Oof, really top tier player. Tries to get him in the arcing slice, doesn't counter. Gets him in a big CC. Heavy pressure. Uses the arcing slice to get the breaching strike to get a little bit of distance. Oh my god. Gets him in the glint lead with the shackling wave. Tries to get him in the bull's charge. He doesn't get it. Tries to get him in a breaching strike again. Ooh, Bad Player ends up taking it. Good lord. That was an impressive match, guys. Holy fucking shit. So that's, well, that's bad player that moves forward in a 2-1 series. Our next match after this is going to be, this is going to be another good one. This is going to be another good one, guys. It's Hitzer versus Jake. Oh, Broccoli Rob, I'll post the roster for you right now, sir. Give me one moment. There you go, sir. You can see who has participated and who is coming up. No problem at all, Broccoli Rob. Let's take a quick look at Hitzer. He's really good. He's been in a lot of my tournaments recently. Does very, very impressive. He usually gets to semifinals. Deadly Arts, Trickery, and Daredevil. He's running with Sword, Dagger, and he's got Short Bow. He's running with Rune of the Adventure with Carry On Amulet. Let's take a look at Merp. He's running the Fire Ellie, Fire Arcane and Weaver, or Fire Weaver, excuse me, Sword and Focus. Hold on, guys. I'll be back in 1 minute. Give me 2 seconds. I'll leave you on Merp for now while we wait, but I will return momentarily. Alright, guys, I am back. So Merp right now is sitting back. Hitzer's going to be... I don't know who this is going to go to. It's going to be hard for Merp to be able to get the fire damage onto Hitzer. And Hitzer's got a lot of in and out, but Merp has a lot of damage mitigation. He has a lot of involves. He doesn't... look at that Connie stack. He's able to mitigate that really quick. Hitzer goes into the Dagger Storm really quickly. Now Merp's got to try to use these no port spots to his biggest advantage as he can. He's got that 9 stacks. He's able to cleanse it right away. Oh, so a lot of back and forth pressure. He's got a lot of cleanse, which is going to give him a big advantage in this fight. But it's going to be hard for him to counter to get that damage down. And Hitzer has so much Condy cleanse in his own. And the thing is, though, the poison doesn't do as much damage as the burning. So even if Merp has like a second or two of 6 stacks to 7 stacks of burning, it does so much damage. This is an epic match right now. They're both going toe-to-toe right now. So much going on. The big poison stacks on top of him. He's able to cleanse it. The bad positioning by Merp. He's kind of stuck in the corner. Hitzer's able to port in and out. And this is where he wants to be, Merp. On those no port spots. But he's also got to close the gap because the only way he can do damage is within at least a 300-yard radius. He's just keeping those burnings. And those burnings is what's doing all the damage. He's not hitting him too hard. He's just getting him with those burns. And those burns are ticking away. And like I said, Merp is one of the stronger Ellies that I know. There's Sarisa that I know is a strong Ellie. Magic Boy that's a strong Ellie. Artemis is a strong Ellie. And now I'm adding Jake to that pile, guys. Good exchange from both opponents. Whew, Lord. Back and forth, toe-to-toe. It's just literally living on a string over here. Oof. Merp ends up going down. Oh my god. What an epic fucking match. They're both down. And now positioning is key. Hitzer does have his port if he so chooses to use it. He's trying to cleave him down as much as he can. Merp, I don't think he can. He cannot use Vapor Form. It is a source of healing. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was a good match. I knew this was going to be a good match, guys. And it did not fail. So let's see here. Gamiko, Bono, yes, I agree. The game modes are different and they're trying to lump in together some things you can, but this one seems like a tragedy for Scourge and PvP. It does seem like a tragedy. I definitely agree with you. Pog, yeah, Bono, that was fucking Pog. That was a really good match. These are both really good players. I'm not sure who to give the advantage to. Whew. And like I said, that game could have easily gone to Merp, but Hitzer really evading, getting out really quick, coming back, dumping the dumping the Condi on top of him. That was insane, guys. That was insane. Rick, nothing wrong with enjoying playing together and some bro jobs here and there. Oh Lord. So let me take a quick look at Merp over here. He's got Rune of the Sanctuary with Sage Amulet. He's running Fire, Arcane, and Weaver. I don't think he's made any major differences. No, he's got your classic build over here. He's got Weave Self, Primordial Stance, Twist of Fate, and Glyph of Elementalist. Usually they'll go into Earth and then into Fire, use their Glyph of Elementalist, go into Lava Skin, then go into Air. You'll probably see him do that combo. There's the Lava Skin. You'll see him pop into Air. There's the Air. Yeah, exactly. But it's the hard part of connecting that onto Hitzer. He's so kitey and so evasive. He's got so much of that available to him. Using the good job of using the longbow just to try to keep that extra cleave. Even when he's far, he's trying to keep that pressure on top of them as much as he can. Just trying to keep those Condi stacks, stack as much as he can. Murph's got he's got to use those LOS. He's got to use the no ports. Oh my God, really good job. And he was able to clear that burning. That burning would have caught him. The 7 stacks of bleeding did do a lot of damage. This is Murph's opportunity here. He's got to take advantage. Fuck yes, guys. We got a game 3 going into this. This is going to be epic. I'm really, really excited for this match. We got a game 3 on this one. And I wouldn't expect any less from these two competitors. This is going to be good. Our quarterfinals are going to be fucking intense. Am I lagging a bit? Yeah, I am lagging a bit here, guys. Let me lower down my graphics just a bit more so we can watch these. Let me turn down shadows a bit. Let me turn down shaders a bit. LOE distance, environment down a bit. I was lagging pretty bad there. My FPS is pretty good over here. It's really unfortunate. I don't like it lagging, especially when these guys are really top tier players or higher tier players. That should be it. That should be better. Let me know if you guys see the stream lagging anymore. If it does, just let me know. Still lagging. What is going on here? Laggy? I'm just moving my hand to see if it goes slow. No, it looks good so far. Much better now. Much better now. I think so. Let me take another look. It's fine to me. Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect, Broccoli Rob. I just lowered the graphics just a little bit, just in case it is laggy for someone else. Really good exchange right here. Merp has got the better of the exchange between those two when they came in, but he's able to get the big damage back onto Merp. It's those burning stacks he's got to be careful for, and even so, he was able to be very vigilant on those burnings, but it was the bleed that actually ended up getting him. Merp using those LOS spots as much as he can, trying to get some a little bit of that projectiles down on top of him. Hits are going into short bow, just trying to cleave, but good job by Merp. Port's right on top of him. He's just trying to cleave around the area as much as he can. He gets the swirling winds up. Oh, it doesn't look good for Hitzer right now. He goes into the Dagger Storm almost out of desperation. He's got those 2 stacks of burning, and he restacks the burn again, and he restacks the burn again. Hitzer's able to clear and clear and clear. Murph's backing off just a bit. He's running out of cooldowns. He does have one more Twist of Fate left to him. Hitzer's in big trouble, and I think he knows it. He's able to resustain slightly, and it doesn't take long, but Murph... Oh, here comes Jake. And he's down. That's Hitzer going down, guys. That's a really good match. I was really happy with that one. Our last match before our quarterfinals is gonna be a good one. There's no way to cap off the first round than this one. Control Freak versus Cartoon. This is going to be a doozy, guys. Oh, thank you so much. Hugs. And I can't do these things without donations, guys. I cannot do these things without donations. And look, I have all these donations over here. These are all from, oh, that was just brand new from A Gamer. All these little donations, and I take them at the end of, on Sunday or Monday, I pick them up, and I'm able to do these tournaments again. And most of these are all community sponsored, guys. I put in as much gold as I can. I don't use gold for anything, so it's usually 50 to 100 gold to mine every tournament, and the rest of it is all donations from the community. So big ups to all of you guys. Thank you so much for helping. Here we go. Zoe can Ellie. This Control Freak is actually going Ellie, and this is another thing I like from Control Freak. They're a very strong player, but they never usually come in with the same class twice. Maybe once or twice, but they'll always come in with something different, and this is what I really like to see. We got Cartoon over here running on, Revenant. Sword, Axe with Mace and Shield, running with Grenth and, say Deadshot. Oh my goodness. Invocation, Corruption, and Herald. Oh, and then the Control Freak ends up going down. Yeah, thank you so much, Hugs. You're the best. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're welcome. Hope that helps. Love the positivity you bring to the community. Keep it up, and I'll try my best to do the same. Thank you so much. You're the fucking best. I was actually Cartoon taking that one in this one, guys. Thanks for coming, Hitzer. I really appreciate it. Pog, it's fine to me. Yeah, seems good to me too. Okay. So far, so good. It looked like it was lagging a bit to me, and I was a little irritated. I don't like it to lag. I want to be able to see all the animations and everything that's happening as it comes, because there's a lot of little nuances that I'm not able to pick up. But I'm actually having, I don't know if you guys were here for the tournament yesterday, but Nanuntis, he has like this he's 7'2", so that's how tall he is. He's got this huge voice box, and he sounds like a char, but he's really good at shoutcasting. I'm going to try to bring him into just a duo shoutcast with me. So here we go with Cartoon. Zoe's got to be really careful now. Tries to get him in the Glint Elite, but he doesn't able to manage that. Gets him in the big stun. Drops the Elite right on top of him. Like I said, guys, I'm very new to shoutcasting, and with this type of rev that I don't see too often, and this is a Fire Weaver? Yeah, it is Fire Weaver. I don't play Fire Weaver too often, so it's a little hard for me to shoutcast most of these, as I don't know most of their moves, but they seem to be doing a very good job. Zoe's under heavy pressure. Cartoon's doing an exceptionally well job, and this is, like I said, Cartoon does stream. He has posted his stream in my Twitch chat, so if you guys want to take a look, this is the build that he runs. I'll take another quick look at it. He's doing a really good job against Zoe. Zoe is a very, very, very dominant player. They actually, Sunday, I think, or Saturday, a couple days ago, I did a 2v2, and it was actually Control Freak and Bow User that beat Naru and Grimjack. I recorded that. You guys can take a look. Very impressive. Really good exchange coming from both of them. Great stun coming out from Cartoon, trying to take advantage of it, putting the heavy pressure porting on top of him. 6 stacks of Torment right now on Zoe. It doesn't seem to be bothering him too much. A lot of Condi. Ooh, the burning is going to be a little bit of a different story. He does have his Glen Elite available to him if he so chooses to use it. He's going to wait for a little bit of Condi. There's not a lot of physical damage that's coming out of Control Freak, but there is a lot of burning, so he's got to be able to wait for those big stacks of burning and then drop that down onto him, or drop down the glint. So he's in big trouble. He's got 5 stacks of Torment. That's gonna be it. Yeah. Thank you so much, Control. Especially thank you for bringing in something that you don't usually use. I really appreciate that. Now, guys, we have finally, the time has come to enter our quarterfinals. The cream is starting to rise, guys. This is gonna be fucking good. Oh, and the match I wanted is exactly, oh man, we got some good fucking matches, guys. Get fucking ready. Black Bear versus Demonoid. This is our first match. The next match is what I really wanted to see, but this one is going to be fucking epic. Black Bear versus Demonoid. Ooh, Lord. Demonoid and Mr. Fantasia were actually the ones who won that 2v2. It was Demonoid and Mr. Fantasia were in first. Control Freak and Bow User were in second. And Naru, not even. Naru and Grimjack didn't show up for the third place match. We actually ended up getting that to Ace Luck. But it was, I don't know who was going to be in third, but it was Demonoid and Mr. Fantasia that took first. And it was Control Freak and Bow User that took second. So Demonoid's a... Oh, and he's running... Condi Mirage versus Condi Mirage, bro. Here we go. One's running with Sage and Rune of the Traveler, and one's running with Deadshot, I believe, Wanderer and Adventurer. I'm not going to be able to keep up with this, that's for sure. The Chaos Storms is really good, but it's not going to be very much use against Demonoid. He's not going to be coming too hard to pressure into him. He's able to counter it. He's doing a good job right now, just mitigating it. Actually focused on the wrong target for a moment there, but now he's found his right target. Using his heal already. Porting right back up to try to keep the pressure onto Wizard. I'm sure this is going to go to the timer. Oh, really good pressure coming out from Demonoid. Getting the better of the exchanges right now. Let's take a look at Gaming and his cooldowns. He does have his Jaunts and his Blink still available to him, and he's using them more defensively than offensively, as opposed to Demonoid, who's using his Jaunts and Blinks more offensively. Now Demonoid dropping his own Chaos Storm, try to stand in it. This is definitely going to the timer, I believe. Good pressure coming from Demonoid, going into his invis, porting right back up, trying to get him in the big pressure, trying to get that Condi stacks on top of him, cleaving it or cleansing it really, really quickly, using his staff to evade. Drops another Chaos Storm. Demonoid's being really wily and very, very, very tricky. There's no pressure that Gaming Wizard's able to put down onto him. He's just countering him really hard, getting the better of the exchanges, staying far, far away. Let's take a quick look at Gaming and his cooldowns. And he's kind of sitting really pretty right now. He hasn't used too many of his cooldowns. He's doing a really good job. But Demonoid just being wily himself, really mitigating a lot. You haven't seen many Condis coming up on Demonoid whatsoever. He's doing a fantastic job of mitigating the damage coming from Gaming Wizard. You can see he's getting better at the exchanges, and Gaming is all about those Condis. And you don't see too many coming up on the Demon. He's got to be careful about them, and that's probably what. We've got no more healing coming up. Really good job by Gaming, putting the heavy cleave on the Demonoid. A lot of pressure coming out onto him. He's got to be super careful. This might be the end. Gaming Wizard's getting low. Demonoid is very low himself. Those stacks of Condi are going to catch him. They ended up getting him. That was a really, really good match. Oh my goodness, guys. Oof. Once again, guys, I'm going to shamelessly promote. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. If you like this content, check out my highlights videos. I do these every single day. Click that follow, click that subscribe if you like what you see. Take a look at my highlights, peruse all you want. And if you just want to sit back and lurk, you're more than welcome to. I enjoy the company. Thank you so much for coming and watch, guys. I really appreciate it. I'm actually super excited to see if my emotes get accepted by Twitch. I have one that says really good job because I say that so much. Hey, Cartoon, what's up, buddy? You cannot switch your specs. You cannot switch your specs. Did someone switch specs? Cannot switch specs. Did someone switch? Hold on. Because if it was, you can't switch builds, I should be DQ'd. Ah, Cartoon, you're really nice, but I'm not going to... You've already caught yourself in it, son. You're the one bringing it to my attention, so I'm not too worried about Cartoon. These are mainly for fun, so I thank you so much for doing it. It was your bad, and I appreciate you bringing it out, so don't worry about it, man. We're just going to continue. We're going to let it be as is. Thank you so much for that, Cartoon. Big ups to you, man, being honest and letting me know. But now you know you cannot change your 3 spec lines that you've traded into. So you can't change your class and you can't change your 3 spec lines, but you can change your traits and your specs, your runes, your amulets, your sigils, your weapons, your utilities, and all that you can change. You're a nice dude, Cartoon. No problem, man. It's okay. Oh, caps. Really good job over here. Gaming Wizard, now he's had the advantage. Not necessarily the advantage, but now he's able to see Demonoid's gameplay and what he's... Sorry guys, I'm just responding to a couple whispers. And now he's able to see what he's running. Heavy pressure coming onto Demonoid, but he's actually focusing on the wrong target. Demonoid's got a lot of Condi on top of him. He's not able to clear that off. Ugh, Gaming Wizard's a dominant Mesmers. I'm really not happy to see the resurgence of Mesmers, to be honest. I fucking hate Mesmers, guys. They are the bane of my existence. Demonoid's under heavy pressure here, and Demonoid's a really good player. Gaming Wizard's giving him a run for his money. Gaming Wizard is no slouch. He actually ended up winning my tournament yesterday, so you're going to see him in the finals, I'm sure. Sorry guys, I'm just responding to some whispers. Drops the Chaos Storm. We got 20 seconds now, and this is where they got to start thinking about their cooldowns and what they want to do, because there's no more healing coming up. They got to be very attentive. There's 8 stacks of bleeding on onto Gaming Wizard. Demonoid's trying to keep the pressure. He's got his Chaos Storm. Gaming uses that Chaos Storm like a magician. Okay, Cartoon, no problem. Demonoid's pretty high up, but those 6 stacks of Torment is really going to do its work. He's in big trouble. Gaming has 0 Condi on top of him, and that's it. Gaming Wizard ends up taking it. Oof, Lord. That's Black Bear that moves forward, and now this is the match I wanted to see. This is the match I wanted to see. Get ready. Are you ready to rumble, ladies and gentlemen? This is going to be Tycoon versus Bad Player. This is the match I wanted to see, and it did. The stars aligned. The gods gave me what I had requested. Thank you, oh Lord. Here's Tycoon, who's entering the match. He's got Strength, Discipline, and Spellbreaker. He's running with Axe, Shield, and Greatsword with Rune of the Doliac and Demolisher. Interesting. Let's take a quick look at Bad Player. Sorry for the yawn, guys. Still with Rune of the Eagle, Demolisher. He's got Sword, Shield with Greatsword. And he's running Axe, Shield, Sword, Shield on this side. He's got Discipline, Strength, and Spellbreaker. No, Bad Player is actually, in fact, what's her name? It's that Ellie, the girl who plays Ellie. She's really good. She beat up Naru and she beat up Anya the other day. I forgot her name. Lucidity. Lucidity. I believe it's Lucidity. I'm not entirely sure, but I believe it's Lucidity. Really good job by Tyke right there, putting up the heavy pressure, getting the 100 blades. And 100 blades is hard to land on someone, especially someone like Lucidity. And you can see Tyker and how well he is. He just kind of stood there waiting for him to come in. Good arcing strike. Not able to get the damage. Gets the Mage Bane. Tycoon making sure he stays close and using the rush to try to get the pull. But unfortunately, the Mage Bane just expired as he was going for the rush. Tries to get him in the arcing slice. Doesn't. Full counter both ways. Perfect timing by Tycoon with the shield bash just as the full counter expires. Another Mage Bane. The Rampage is popped. Oh, Tycoon uses that. I think that was a Bull's Charge. Let me take a quick look. It was the Bull's Charge. Now Tycoon uses his Rampage right after hers is expired. Going for the heavy pressure. The nice rock throw. The nice stomp. Oof. But as I mentioned with Warriors, anything can happen in any moment. It's very, very easy to get the big burst and a counter on top of them. He tries to get the 100 blades. He's able to get some good 100 blades. He gets the full counter. Gets the Rampage, doesn't get the shield bash, really low. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, now I stand corrected. Thank you for correcting. It wasn't, so she didn't beat either of us. So she didn't beat Grimjack. This is what I was told, Naru. This is just what I was told. I'm just repeating. And this is why I shouldn't repeat what comes out of someone else's mouth. Notorious Naru just corrected me. So Lucidity did not beat Helio and did not beat Grimjack and did not beat Naru. I did see her beat Anya though. I did watch that. But the rules were very, very, The rules were very funny. It was like you couldn't kite. I don't know. It was really weird, but Lucidity definitely did a good job. And I like her because she was like a dog trapped in a corner. There were so many people attacking her, and she was just going on a rampage. I just like that. Yeah, Tycoon is a fucking monster, guys. He's one of the underrated warriors that most people don't see. He's a fucking monster. And Bad Player is a dominant warrior. He's won one of my tournaments before. But let's see how Bad Player is able to adjust to the build that Tycoon is running. Or not the build, but the style of play that he has. Tycoon's doing a really good job. You can see him just stowing and waiting. And there's a lot of animations that you can see that are very obvious from warriors. They're very, very basic. And that's why it just comes down to try to baiting each other into using their cooldowns. Getting caught over there, not able to get the full counter or the breaching strike. No, there was probably, if Naru said he didn't get beaten her, I definitely trust Naru, guys. He didn't get beat by her at all. She's doing a little bit, but oh, gets caught in the, was that a Bull's Charge that he caught him in? Yeah, it was the Bull's Charge. Lucidity trying to get the Rampage. He gets the full counter and the Mage Bang goes into Rampage. This is a really good job. He gets him in the Rock Throw. Tycoon. Yeah, Tycoon. Yes. You'll have to confirm with Naru, guys. You talk to him. I don't want to spread it anymore. Like I said, this came out of someone else's mouth, and I probably shouldn't even fucking said it from the first place. So I apologize for even saying anything. Tycoon, really good job. That was fucking impressive. Tycoon, my man. Well, like I said, one of the underrated warriors that not many people know about, but he's a fucking beast. Next up is a really good match. I'm excited to see this one. We got Jake versus EMF, man. This is going to be good. And for anybody that just joined into the Twitch channel here, I'll post the challenge.com bracket so you can see who has competed and who is going to be competing. Yeah, Tycoon's a monster, bro. Tycoon's a fucking monster, bro. There's the challenge.com bracket so you can see who has competed already and who is expected to be coming up. We have, we're in the quarterfinals right now, moving into the semis very, very, very soon. There's 2 more matches left. We also have a 3rd place match that we're going to be partaking as well. And our finals match is a best of 5 series. So be ready for that, guys. This is going to be good. Let's take a quick look at Jake, what he's running. He's running Fire Weaver, Fire Arcane, and Weaver. He's got Sword Focus with Sanctuary and Sage. We got La Louve de Chagrin. He's running Resistance with the Rolls, runs Resistance and Demolisher, and he also runs with Enhanced Capacity Storage. Really big damage. He's got to be careful, and Hollows are very susceptible to Condi damage, and the burning here he's got to be very attentive for. He's got to save his Condi clear for that big stacks of burning. It only takes a second or two for him to chunk his damage, his HP, and there you go. Those are the big chunks that he's got to be careful for. We're putting a lot of pressure. La Louve is under a lot of pressure. He's got to be really attentive here. He does, oof, 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 oof. Earthorn Stark. Mike, you speak French. What does Lycarx mean? It's like the female wolf. The female wolf. Louve is like, yeah, it's kind of like the female wolf if you want to translate it that way. But I'm not sure what Chagrin is. I'm not entirely sure what Chagrin is. But Nanantis is from Quebec like me. He was able to describe it a little better than I did. But it's like female wolf of the pack or something of that nature. So here you're going to game 2. And he's still not changing. He's not using Elixir C or anything of that nature. Elixir C would be a good choice right now. But he's confident in what he's running. This is going to be a good match. Our next match is going to be a good one too. I'm excited for the semifinals, bro. Tycoon's in a little bit of trouble in the semifinals, especially against Black Bear. Black Bear's a fucking monster, Mesmer. Puts up the swirling winds to try to mitigate any of that projectile hate coming out of him. La Louve is in big trouble here. That burning is just chunking him away at him. He's not able to get any counter pressure. Here you go. He's finally able to get some pressure. He still has his Elixir U if he chose to use it. 7 stacks of burning. He goes off. That was oof, oof, oof. Really tough, really tough. He's got to be able to keep his distance. That 300 range around an Ellie, a Fire Weaver, is very destructive. So if he's able to keep that distance and just pew him from far and try to chop him down as much as he can, gets him in the shockwave, but he immediately uses Twist of Fate to get out of it. He uses his Photon Wall to try to mitigate any of that burning, but he's got to do it now. That 7 stacks is chunking him. And down goes La Louve. We got Jake that moves forward, guys. This is our last match in our quarterfinals. Cartoon versus Arathorn. Nice. I'm excited for this one too. Blackguard doesn't use his heal. What the fuck? I think he probably thought it was over. So now we have Cartoon versus Arathorn. Arathorn's a very, very, very strong warrior. He does BM a lot. He's like the master of BM. But he's very good. I've known him for a long time, so I kind of got used to him. And he's been getting better. Over the years, he's gotten much, much, much better. Let's take a quick look at what Cartoon's running. Invocation, Devastation, and Herald. Your classic sword, staff, Revenant. He's running with Marauder and Rune of Strength. Let's take another look at Arathorn Stark over here. Dagger with a shield, Greatsword, Rune of the Leadership with Demolisher. And he's also got Discipline, Defense, and Spellbreaker. I don't think they're making any major changes. This is what he usually runs. Endure Pain with Berserker. Endure Pain, he does change. He does adjust to his opponent very well, but it's going to take a little bit for him to see. I'm not sure who I would give the advantage to. I think I might give the advantage. Cartoon's a real beast, though. This one's a toss-up, man. I have no idea who's going to win this, but it's going to be good. And our semifinals are gonna be epic, bro. The semifinals are gonna be good. The cream is rising, boy. I tell you what. I'm really curious to see how they engage at first. Are they gonna go full ham, or are they gonna just be a little more patient? He tries to get him in the Shackling Wave, which he does get in the Shackling Wave. Arathorn tries to use the 100 Blades. He gets caught kind of just flat-footed over there. He doesn't even get the Bull's Charge. No, it wasn't a Bull's Charge, sorry. It was probably a Rush. Or maybe the Breaching Strike. Arathorn just being patient right now. Cartoon going through a lot of his damage and a lot of his mitigation. And with the utilities from Arathorn, they're just kind of like bonuses to him. His major damage just comes from his regular auto, not his auto attacks, but just his regular weapon skills. Gets him in the Arcing Slice really good. The Mage Bane is there. Good job mitigating. He goes into the Rampage. Gets him with that Rock Throw. Oh. Really good job on that Glint heal. The Rock Throw right to the face. Healed him up right to the top. He tries to get that Bull's Charge. Doesn't end up managing to mitigate, connect with it. He goes for the Defiant Stance. Cartoon notices it right away. Stops attacking. But it doesn't really matter. He's at full health anyway. Drops the AoE to try to pressure Arathorn a little more. He actually gets him in the Shield Bash. This is probably going to go to the really good job by Cartoon mitigating a lot of the damage from Arathorn, being very patient, kiting very well. Arathorn's in a little bit of trouble. We got 30 seconds left to the map mechanic, and as I said, around 15 seconds, you really want to start considering your cooldowns and where you're standing. Arathorn Stark does try to get the Bull's Charge, doesn't land it entirely, tries to get the 100 Blades right after, uses his Defiant Stance. Both of them using their stances at the same exact time. Arathorn just auto-attacking as much as he can after the breach. Arcing Slice a little out of range. Tries to get him in the Arcing and in the Whirlwind once more. We got 3 seconds left. He doesn't get the Glint Elite. He's got the shield to block that. Now things get really interesting over here. There's no more heals from either opponent. They're both sitting at roughly the same amount of health. This is going to be good, as I mentioned. Oof. Arg tries to get him the breaching. There's the Shield Bash coming. Doesn't go for the Shield Bash. Tries to get the 100 Blades while he's trapped in the corner. The Whirlwind, nice block by Cartoon. Good job. Knocks him down with the Staff 5. He tries to get him with the Breach. Puts up his shield to mitigate some of that AoE. Really good job. Oh my god, Gark. Really good job from both opponents. You could not get any better than that. That was really, really close. Right down to the wire. Both opponents mitigating each other's damage, countering when they're supposed to. You can even see he uses Glint to heal and his Defiant Stance. They both used it at the same time. Arathorn ended up taking that. Oof, 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 oof. Really, really good. Yeah, you should have joined, Bossum. You definitely should have joined, my friend. But like I said, man, if you don't join this one, there's another one tomorrow. There's another one the day after, and another one the day after. Won't stop, can't stop, man. They're just gonna keep coming and keep coming and keep coming until A-Net realizes, hey, there's a fucking community out here, and we want some content. Take care of us. So we're just going to keep doing it, guys. Like I said, I've had devs inside my tournaments watching. I've had Guild Wars 2 host my tournaments before. So they are seeing this. And I mentioned, this map is not used by anybody, ever. Only by me. And when it first came out, I used it very, very frequently. And I complained about this thing right here. This thing was really huge and it was really high and it created a big issue. Everybody on this side was able to have the advantage. And after I kept complaining, after 2 weeks, they patched it. So someone's listening, guys. We just got to keep knocking on that fucking door. Here we go. Airthorn starting to engage. Cartoon's going to be a lot more vigilant on this one. He's under the gun and there's pressures on him, so it's a little more at a disadvantage. Arathorn's got a little more of a comfortable position. He does have the one loss that he can take. Good block, mitigating most of that damage. Gets him in the whirlwind, getting the better of the exchange. He goes into rampage, a little preemptive. He actually gets him in the rock throw. Good job using the staff to mitigate that stomp. A little far away. Nice job on that AoE. Tries to get the Trailblaze. He uses a Defiant stance. Cartoon notices it right away. Doesn't put any heavy damage on Arathorn, not allowing him to heal up. Tries to go again with the... And I'm not sure if he's using that more as a defensive tactic to try to keep him away, or he's actually trying to land the full counter. Unfortunately, Cartoon, he tried to use the glint and then 180 around, but he wasn't able to catch it. Arathorn's under a lot of pressure here right now. But at the same time, the Warriors can be dangerous. If you try to get the finish on them, they can easily turn and burn. This doesn't look good. Fuck yes. The best way to end our quarterfinals, guys, is with a game 3. And here we have it. A game fucking 3, guys. Get ready for this one. It's going to be epic. Oof, oof. Our next match after this is going to be Black Bear versus Tycoon. Tycoon does not have the advantage. Unfortunately, there's a lot of Condi, and Warriors are very susceptible to Condi. I'm not sure what he's going to do to try to counter that, but the cards are stacked against him really, really hard. I'm curious to see how he's able to deal with that, or what type of tactic he's going to use in order to mitigate some of that Condi. It's going to be tough, and Black Bear is a monster. Monster Mesmer. Wait. Hold on, guys. Cartoon. Did you switch again, Cartoon? Or is this the same build that you've used always? Okay. Okay. Sorry guys for that. It's okay, Tyke, because Cartoon actually told me that he did switch his build before. He was the one who came to me first, and he's the one who actually told me, listen, I switched my build. I didn't know those were the rules. I can disqualify myself right now if you so choose. I didn't notice it. No one noticed it, and he was the one who came up to me. So out of respect and for him doing that, I'm allowing him to continue as his power. Wait. Sorry guys, let me go here. If he changed it throughout the fight, hold on, let me talk to Tyke here, guys. Oh, okay. He changed during the duel. I have to give him a DQ, sorry guys. Sorry, Cartoon, I'm going to have to disqualify you. Let me ask him again. Oh, sorry guys for the miscommunication. Sorry guys. I'm talking to Cartoon right now just to confirm. I apologize for this, guys. This is okay, guys. So he didn't switch. He did switch at the beginning, which he did told me about. Because like I said, he did mention to me at the beginning that he switched his builds and he was going to disqualify himself. So I was like, okay. But then someone told me that he did it again in this match. So, but I just spoke to him and he said, no, he hasn't switched. He's been the same build since the beginning. Since the beginning of this series. This series versus him and Arathorn, he has not changed his trait lines. So he stayed the same in these trait lines. In his first match, he did switch. So, but he was the one who came to me and told me, so out of respect for him and for him just letting me know, I allowed it to go happen. So, you want to cheat? Let's cheat. Let's see what Arathorn starts to. No, he didn't change anything here. He's allowed to. Its trait lines is what you have to keep the same. Arathorn start is a master of BM, bro. The master of fucking BM. Good evade on the Glyn Elite. He was able to avoid the full counter as well. I just needed to make sure I didn't want him to keep switching back and forth during the matches afterwards. I just wanted him to stay the same way. Sorry guys, I'm just typing. Arathorn's gonna be really pissed if he loses this. He's gonna be. You're gonna see. If you guys were able to have access to the map chat, you're gonna see shit flying left and right, bro. Watch. He's got very far away from Defiant Stance. 20 seconds left. He does have a Bull's Charge, and he does have his Shield Bash. There's the Shield Bash. There's the Arcing Slice, and down goes Arathorn. Start. Cartoon takes it. No, here it comes. It's not fair. Here it comes. I don't want to deal with Arathorn start. Please, Arathorn, don't BM me. And so now we have Black Bear versus Tycoon. Grimjack, you want to cheat? Let's cheat. Okay, so now we have an epic match. Tycoon's got the card stacked against him. Hold on, let me just explain to these guys really quick, guys. Give me a minute. So here we go, Tycoon versus Gaming Wizard. I don't want to miss this, guys. I don't want to waste too much time on that. And I don't pay attention too much to map chat because I just can't moderate it. And if they go want to BM each other, they can do it all they want. I've said my piece, and that's all there is to it. I'm not saying any more than that. So Tycoon is doing a really good job of mitigating. Let's see what he's running, actually. Oof. He does have Featherfoot Grace for the extra resistance. He does have Shake It Off. He went with Mending as well. So he does have Brawler's Recovery too. He's ready for it, but it's going to be really hard for him to catch him. He's using a lot of the terrain. Oh, he actually got him in that. Oh my god, I did not expect the Pulse Charge to go through that. Tycoon's putting heavy pressure onto Gaming Wizard. He's in big trouble. He actually got him in the Shield Bash. Oh my god, he does have the Rampage to use if he so chooses it, but he's got to be really careful with the Rampage because he's super susceptible to Condi. This is going to be dangerous. Gaming Wizard has so much sustain coming out of him. He tries to get him in the big axe. Gaming Wizard using those no ports. He gets him in the Bull's Charge again. 100 blades. Mending again. He throws it. Come on, Rard. Come on, Tyke. So much CC and mitigation from Gaming Wizard. He's a monster. Tycoon not giving up, though. This is definitely a hard fight for Tycoon. It's definitely his hard counter. He's not even able to get any pressure onto him. Tycoon making him run. He's got the Bull's Charge. He goes for the Bull's Charge. Doesn't connect. There's a lot of evade. He gets him in the Whirlwind. He's got a lot of Condi. He does have 2 Shake It Offs. He doesn't even use the Shake It Off yet. Big stunt coming out onto him. He can't get any pressure on the Tyke. Tyke giving him a fucking run for his money. And Gaming Wizard is a fucking monster, guys. Keep that in mind. And he is running. He is a full Condi Mesmer versus a warrior who's very susceptible. Tycoon really played it well by countering as much as he can, trying to get as much Condi clear as he can. Tries to get to Bull's Charge. Good job by Gaming Wizard. He's trying to get away. He gets him in that big axe throw. He's at 2%. Tycoon might get it. Oh my goodness! Oh my fucking god! Tycoon, the God Warrior, taking out Gaming Wizard. What a fucking move! God, Tycoon. Whoa, that was insane, bro. Tycoon. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wow, wow, wee wow. Now, I'm sure Gaming Wizard's not going to take that sitting down, bro. Oh, that was epic, guys. Wins like a champ and stomps a clone. As Tycoon was able to get that heavy pressure onto Gaming right away and was able to stop him from putting a lot of that damage. And he's been using, and as you can see at the beginning where he's able to try to get a lot of that Condi on him, he's using a lot of terrain to mitigate a lot of that damage from him. But Gaming's not fucking around anymore on this one, man. He's coming out full ham. And I'm sure he expected to take the Warrior easy peasy, that 10 stacks of Condi. He's used the Mending instead of the Shake It Off, which is a good idea because the cooldown on Shake It Off is super, super long. And the Mending is only 11 seconds or 12 seconds. Oh my god, he almost got him in that full 100 Blades. 100 Blades is hard to land, and especially on a player like fucking Gaming Wizard. Wow, Tycoon. As I said, this is one of the underrated warriors that we have in this game. These are the guys that you don't see, and this is why I enjoy doing these tournaments, guys. You get to put the light onto these type of people. There's at least 5 or 6 people that I know of that are dominant fucking monsters that nobody really knows about. And Ty Curran is one of them, man. He is fighting a full Condi Mirage right here. And this Condi Mirage is one of the best Condi Mirages that I know of. So Ty Curran is giving him a run for his money. He's already got the first game. The Gaming Wizards is playing a lot smarter here, but he's got to be careful because it only takes a second or two. And keep in mind, Ty Curran didn't even use Rampage last round. He didn't even use Rampage. It's like a perfectly good elite that he can't. He didn't even use his elite. Wow, that was impressive. I'm still in shock from that last match. He tries to get him in the arcing slice, but right here you see Gaming Wizard. He's going through a lot of his mitigation. His distortion's been used. Both of his heals, his evades have been used. All of his cooldowns are used. He does have a jaunt left. Ty Curran's got a lot of stacks of Condi on him. He's got to be super careful now. He does have his Shake It Off coming off. He does use it. He tries to use his full counter. Good job by Gaming Wizard being very attentive. He tries to get him in the Bull's Charge. Now Gaming Wizard's getting low on CC. He's got his Mending coming up. He's not using it yet. He tries to get him in the Rock Throw. Big World. Oh, the Gaming Wizard's doing a lot better now. Now we're into the timer. Ty Curran just tried to use his Mending at the end, but he got really caught. This doesn't look good for Ty Curran. He does have his resistance coming up, but it's not going to be enough. And down goes Ty Curran. Oh, look at that cartoon. I want to apologize to everyone here. I was on. This is cartoon in Twitch chat, guys, just for the record. I want to apologize to everyone here. I was under the impression the roster wasn't allowed to swap classes during the tourney. I didn't know they include builds. Sorry, guys. And cartoon, the reason I allowed you to continue, bro, is because you were super honest about it. No one told me about it. You were the one who came up to me and told me, listen, I'll disqualify myself and take myself out. But I was the one who said, listen, man, I don't really mind. I do these every day. It's a pleasure to have you, and it doesn't really bother me. And to be honest, to jab Arathorn a little bit more and make him BM kind of makes me laugh a little bit. So I don't mind too much. And like I said, I give respect where it's due, and I give you mad respect, cartoon, for just coming out and saying, listen, I fucked up, I'll disqualify myself. And I don't want to do that, man. Big ups to you, cartoon. Thank you so much for doing that, and even apologizing in Twitch, man. Really big, man. Big of you, man. And this is why I don't want to kick you out. Because you're a really solid dude, man. And I know in the future you're going to abide by the rules. Now you know them. So in the future when they do come out, it's going to be perfect. And with that type of attitude, man, that's what I want to promote. The nice type of attitude, being honest, being friendly, just owning up to your mistakes. You know what I mean? Thank you so much for that, cartoon. Big ups to you, bro. And he also Twitches, guy. He also streams, guys. Check out his stream. He posted it in my chat. You can take a look at that. He plays Revenant. So here we go. Ty Curran is actually getting good pressure onto a Gaming Wizard, and that's what he needs to do to try to keep the pressure up onto him. Oof, this is going to be tough for Ty Curran now. Gaming Wizard's not fucking around. He's playing Super Cheese now. Super Cheese. This is, like I said, it's a very difficult match for Ty Curran to win. Especially considering all the mitigation that he has. Ty Curran, is he still using Rampage? No, you see, he actually went over to Signet of Range, which is going to benefit him a little more because he wasn't able to use Rampage in either one of his duels. And a really good job of just using that LOS. Gaming Wizard is just going full ham now. But Ty Curran should not even be coming this close. You know what I mean? He shouldn't even have won that game. Especially considering he's a full Condi Mirage with all this evade and all this invuln. And I'm also a little biased. Ah, Ty Curran, come on. Come on, destroy that evil doer. How much Condi? He's running out of cooldowns, bro. He's got no cooldowns left. He does have his jaunt coming up. He does have his ambushing strike. He's getting a lot of pressure. Ty Curran smells blood here. He ended up falling off the edge. That's very unfortunate. Just trying to keep the heavy pressure onto him, try to get the whirlwind. Ty Curran's got to be really careful. There's a lot of Condi coming his way. He does have the mending. He goes down to the no port. Gaming Wizard's fully resustaining. He gets the full counter, and that's the good thing with the Warrior. He's able to proc full counter off his clones whenever he so chooses, which is very valuable. And he's using it to the fullest of his advantage. Oh, Oh, tries to get the arcing slice, but he doesn't get it. This is going to be super tough. We've gone into the game full mechanic right now. Oh, come on, Tyke. This doesn't look good for Tyke here, ladies and gentlemen. Very dangerous. He's using everything out of desperation now. Ah, fuck. Fuck, 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 fuck. Fuck. The evildoer surpasses Tyke. But that was an epic fucking fight, man. That was an epic fucking fight. Oh my goodness. Now we got Jake versus Cartoon, guys. Jake versus Cartoon. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Tyke was not supposed to even come that close, guys. Thank you, Cartoon, for posting the brackets, buddy. I appreciate that. Sorry, Deuce, I didn't get to it sooner. What's up, buddy? Deus Fatorum. I don't know who's going to beat Black Bear, but he's one of the strongest Mesmers I've ever seen. He is a beast. It's almost discouraging fighting this man. You get him so low, then all of a sudden he reappears full health, ready to come back at you again. And I really appreciate him coming out. I really like it. So if you guys want to play Mesmer, take a look at fucking Black Bear, a beast mode. Here we go. Murphy's running on Arcane over here. He's got Sword Dagger, Sword Focus, excuse me, Sanctuary and Sage. He's been running this the entire time. Cartoon's running on his Revenant over here. He's got Rune of the Strength with Marauder. He's running Invocation, Devastation, and Herald. Yeah, I did want the war to win. I did want the war to win. Every time someone wins my tournament, I never want them to win again. So I always vote against them. Because Black Bear won, I think it was yesterday he won. So if he won, I consider him the evildoer or the bad guy. And I need some sort of white knight to come in and save us. And I really like Tyke. He's one of the underrated dudes and he's a fucking monster. But no offense to Black Bear in any way. This is just for fun and I just do that to be like, to kind of like, you know, pick sides or create some sort of tension in between it. It's competition. You gotta have that. And that was Cartoon that takes that one, guys. Sorry I didn't even watch that. I was looking at the Twitch chat. Oh, that's a Merp that takes it. Merp is a fucking strong Ellie. Holy moly. There's a couple times that he doesn't want to join because he doesn't want to face certain people, but I really encourage him to join most of them because I think he's a lot better than he thinks he is. He's definitely a lot better than he thinks he is. He can definitely take on the top dogs. He's a very, very strong ally. And Cartoon is no joke himself. Cartoon was rolling through a lot of his opponents here, and you can see how well Merp did. I'm curious to see. We also have a third place match, guys, so if you're in third place, if you have lost in the semifinals, don't go too far. Oh, and Bono, I changed my subscriber badges and I added 4 extra emotes for subscribers. I'm just pending for them, waiting for them to be accepted. And I updated the bottom of my page. I cleaned it up a bit, made it look a little more professional for you guys. And I also show you the sub perks. So if any sub perks there you want, just mail me the sub perk that you're interested in. Cartoon doing a much better job on the engages here, but it's those burning stacks. And look at all the Condi clear that he's got. That's really, really difficult. Oof. And especially being a Revenant where he doesn't have too much Condi clear, so he's pretty much gone through everything that he has. Good job dropping that AoE, forcing Murph off the LOS so he can actually pour it onto him if he so chooses. And there you go. That was a great, great, great move by Cartoon. Putting up the AoE damage on the LOS, on the no port, forcing him off, and then porting into him to try to get some damage. Yeah, it is mega sad. It's very hard for the Revenant to counter this. Very, very hard for the Rev to counter this. There's not much. It was kind of like the same situation with EMF versus... Who did EMF fight? EMF versus Jake. Same situation. It's hard for him to get to beat the Condi. And I haven't seen a lot of Fire Weavers in my competitions as of late. I'm really happy to see one. They're very dominant classes, guys. And one of the other... Ooh, big glint elite! Yes, Cartoon! Epic turnaround. Fucking good job by a cartoon. Not giving up at any point. Just always holding on to that last glimmer of hope and actually taking that win. This is no better way to finish our semifinals with a 1-1 series going into game fucking 3. This is going to be good, guys. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Watch out for those black bears, guys. They will fuck you up. God damn. He's probably the best Mesmer I've seen. And this is my 63rd 1v1. I've done 17 2v2s, and I've done 8 3v3s. So I've seen a lot of Mesmers, man, and he's probably the best I've seen so far. There are MST, there's a lot of good Mesmers out there, especially after the Condi Mirage nerf. You don't see them too often, but I'm starting to see a little bit of a resurgence from them, and he's definitely making them look good. You have to be good to be playing Mirage now, and that's what I kind of like, so I don't mind them too much. Tries to get the Glint Elite, uses his Twist of Fate to avoid that. He's trying to keep the pressure onto him. He's doing a really good job of mitigating. He goes into uses Invuln in his Earth. Now he's trying to get the burning stacks on to Cartoon. Cartoon doing a good job, noticing that he's in fire, getting far away from him as much as he can. Merp sitting up on the LOS, trying to mitigate any type of port and heavy damage. And he's got to be careful because he is very squishy. He does have a lot of damage mitigation, but once he's run through it, he's super squishy, as we saw in our last match, and this is where Cartoon's trying to take the advantage. Merp's trying to just wait a little bit to try to get his cooldowns. He's in water to try to mitigate and try to heal up as much as he can. Let's take a quick look at Cartoon. He does have his Glint Heal coming up, and this is really crucial. He's able to use that Glint Heal on those big stacks of burns. He's just waiting for those burns to come up a little higher and then use that Glint Elite. Merp's in big trouble here. The Glint Elite. He does get the Glint Elite. Merp's able to mitigate that. He just still does have his... Ooh, that fucking Glint Heal is going to be what's going to cost him the game. Full up on the heal. Merp turns around. Ooh. He's in water because he has no other option. He's just way too low. He does have his invulnerability over here. Now he's just trying to go for any damage he can. Really good counter, really good pressure. He's starting to resustain now. Now Cartoon's got to be really careful. That 4 stacks of burning is going to do some damage. Merp's in big trouble. They're both in big trouble. This is a really good exchange from both of them. We've gone into the map mechanics, so there's no more healing. Very bad. Oh no, Cartoon's starting really low. He's got to get some big pressure out onto Merp right now in order to mitigate. He gets the Glint Elite. Merp gets stopped by the LOS. He's hanging on by a thread. Oh my god. 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 That was huge, man. What beautiful plays coming out from both opponents. It was really unfortunate for Merp on the end there. Now we have our third place match. Tyke versus Merp, guys. Tyke versus Merp. Wow, that was impressive. That was impressive by Cartoon. And as I mentioned, guys, Cartoon streams. If you want to check him out, man, he posted his stream. Pog at Guild Wars Cartoon. Cartoon, if you want, post your Twitch stream in my chat again so people can see. They like watching good revs, man. Really impressive. And I promote all streamers, guys. I promote every streamer. And I highly suggest you watch Naru. And I highly suggest you watch Grimjack. These are both really top tier players. And the main reason I suggest is because they give out so much good information. They are so intelligent when it comes to this game and knowing all the classes. They give out really good info, especially during their matches. They see people doing certain bad things and they'll comment about it saying, this is what you shouldn't do. You should do something else. There's Cartoon's Guild Twitch right there, GW_cartoon. Definitely check it out. And I highly suggest you check out Naru and Grimjack, guys. Do not give up. If you see them playing, definitely check it out, man. A lot of good info. And if you want to get better, they will give you a bunch of little tips. They've helped me, and I listen to them every single time that they stream. Really good info. So here we go, Tyke versus Merp. He's kind of running a little more aggressive this time. He's still got Shake It Off in order to mitigate some of that Condi. There's not too much Condi that Merp can put on. He did, I was surprising it with the amount of Condi cover that he did have when he was going against Cartoon. Cartoon Gaming on YouTube for shitty rep gameplay. There you go, guys. Now they're kind of just waiting for each other, kind of backing off. Waiting to use each other's cooldowns. Tycoon's being very careful. Tries to get him in the full counter. Gets him in the whirlwind. Ooh, big stun by Merp. He's trying to get the damage onto him. Tycoon had no source of mitigation for that or CC stun. He double stacks on that Condi. He cleared the first Condi. Stacked it on again. He ended up using his Shake It Off to take it off again. He does have Rampage. And Tycoon's been stacked against a lot of counters for him. But he's been doing a really good job so far. Kudos to Tycoon. Big rock throw. That rock throw is one of my favorite animations to see. Tycoon ends up taking game 1 in this 3rd place match, guys. And then we have 225 gold that we're giving away in this tournament today. We're giving 50% away to 1st place, 30% away to 2nd place, and 20% away to 3rd place. I'm really excited. I want to see if our White Knight Cartoon can defeat our evildoer Black Bear. You're going to have to fight him, Cartoon. You have no choice. You're going to have to fight that evildoer. He's the tyrant sitting at the throne. He won yesterday. He's going to win today. And something that I'm really considering on doing, guys, is making my own roster. It's like, I want to, if you've competed, what I'm thinking about is if you've competed in my tournaments a minimum of 4 times, I'm going to enter you into a roster where I'm going to have a bracket on my main page where we're going to see who's 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and all the way down to like 20th place. This is something I really want to do. This is going to be for, it's a little extra incentive to join them and a little extra incentive to be like, oh, I want to be first on this list. You know what I mean? Followed on both. Awesome. Thank you so much for following him, man. I really appreciate that. Ooh, really good job by Merp putting the heavy pressure onto Tycoon, and that's how he wants to start the match. But unfortunately with Warriors, it doesn't really matter. They can be aggressive and dangerous at any health pool. Gaming Wizard. Just decline finals so I can study, please. Look at that. Studying and playing at the same time. He's probably studying Mesmer play, I'm sure. Master Mesmer, and I'm curious to see if he enters my tournament again, if he plays something else. I'm sure he will. Right now they're both kind of on a little bit of standoff, backing up. Merp allowed him to fully resustain. Ooh, big damage again, and it only takes a couple seconds for Merp to get that damage onto him. Fuck it up, King Cartoon. Yeah, boy. I hope you do fuck him up. But that's no offense to you in any way, Black Bear. It's just that you won yesterday, so I'm obviously going to go against you. He's got him on the Mage Bane. And not only did he can't choose to pull him, but he also gets the extra damage from Mage Bane. Gets the Arcing Slice, trying to get any pressure onto Merp as he can. Merp's doing a really good job of mitigating. Tycoon's trying to get away at this moment. He's got not much left in the tank. He uses his Bull's Charge. He's got his Mending. Maybe this is time to use his Rampage. He uses that weapon swap to try to clear that burning. Now Merp's got to stay on top of him. It's very dangerous not to stay on top of a warrior. Really good job by Merp, but he's not able to get those burning stacks. That's what you really want to get onto a warrior when he's in Rampage. You want to get him with that full Condi. But he was only able to get the bleeding. He didn't able to get... Ooh, he gets him in the breaching strike. I think that was breaching. Tries to Trailblaze. Does get him in the Trailblaze. He's looking for that whirlwind. I'm sure of it. There's that whirlwind. And Taker and Master of the Axe Throw. And he dodge jumps. Oh, dodge jumps over that flame. There's no more healing now, so this might go into the advantage of Tyke, but he's really low. He's not able to get any of that CC down. Oof. And that Tyke that drops. That's Merp the alley that takes it. Now we're in our finals. It's a best of 5 series. It's going to be Black Bear versus Cartoon. And Black Bear, I don't know if you're in here, but Black Bear, do you stream? No, Anticity. No, hello, you're very. You'd be surprised at what wins these guys. You'd be very, very surprised. Oh, it's 1-1. Sorry, Merp. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. It's a 1-1 series. My bad. Oh, I always shout out Grimjack. Literally, I have no word of a lie, guys. Grimjack is my favorite guy to watch. And even big ups to Grimjack. He got super pissed in one of his streams, and I was laughing, and not laughing at him, and because his comments, when he makes comments, bro, they're super funny to me. It's like this dry humor that he has, and I laugh so much. And he's like, one time I laughed, I was like, Grimjack is so funny. He's like, Mike, right now, when I'm pissed off, bro, just don't fuck with me. Don't make any comments. Don't say anything. Just please, just don't talk to me. And I respected him so much because he didn't get pissed off at me. He didn't get angry. He just was just being really real. And he said, you know what, just back off for a bit. But Grimjack is he's the favorite streamer of mine. I always watch him when I have a chance. Late at night, like 4 o'clock in the morning for me, I'm just playing video games with Grimjack in my ears, bro. He makes me laugh so much, and he's a fucking master at Ellie. So big ups to Grimjack, big ups to Naru. These guys are pro streamers. You guys should definitely check them out. Yeah, definitely. Thank you for posting that card. Check out Grimjack, guys. Follow Grimjack. And follow Naru too, man. These guys are both really good. And don't be dicks, you know what I mean? There's a lot of pressure on these top guys. When they lose or something bad happens, everybody goes on top of them. Oh, you suck, you suck. There's a lot of pressure on top of them to always try to maintain that status. You know what I mean? They're only human. You know, you're not able to win every single match. So just back off a bit, man. Take the information that they give, appreciate it, and just learn and grow from it. Definitely check out their streams, guys. Big up to all of you guys. And Black Bear, you too, man. It's hard being at the top, man. It's really hard. So many people are like some people just watch your stream just to hate on you. You know what I mean? Humans are very, very funny. Very, very funny. All I ask is take it easy, man. Go in there and learn. That's what you're going there for. To take the information that they're trying to provide to you. We're trying to build a community here, guys. We're trying to build something great. And we're in the process. We're starting to roll with it, man. Yeah, Merp, you got third, sir. I'm going to send you your gold as soon as I figure out who wins and everything like that. So usually after the tournament, 10 minutes after the tournament is when you'll receive gold inside your mail. But I'm not going to send you gold. I'm actually going to send you mystic coins. It's going to be in the same value of what you would have got. So it's 225 gold in total. It's going to be 50% to first, 30% to second, and 20% to third. Here's Cartoon being very careful here. Now, Gaming Wizard is a monster. He's like the final boss in any video game. It's like you gotta be fully prepared. And especially as a Revenant, it's gonna be really, really hard. Yeah, you can swap runes. You can swap runes. I almost banned Condi Mirage at one point because of how powerful it was. But now when you play Condi Mirage, you gotta have somewhat of a skill. And Gaming Wizard is really, really exposing that today. He's a monster. Yeah, that was brutal. He's a monster, bro. He's the final boss, bro. The final boss on hard mode is what he is, God. I'm telling you, man. He's a monster. I really wish you streamed, Car. You should definitely stream, bro. It used to be much worse. Condi Mirage used to be much worse. They were prevalent everywhere. You would see them, like 5 of them in one ranked match, 6 of them in a ranked match. But they nerfed them a lot. And now you have to have a little bit of skill to be able to use them. And he's showing that in full display today. It's unfortunate for Cartoon because he is very susceptible to Condi. He did do a really good job. Ominous. Condi Mirage takes skill? I wonder about that. I don't play Condi Mirage. I don't like the class. I fucking hate Condi Mirage. But I respect people who are able to play it well. He does a really good job, man. You cannot deny he plays this class well. Even if it's easy to play, he does it well. Oof, big damage. Good job by Cartoon. He's fully sustained up. He doesn't. Does he have his glint heal? I don't know. But it's that torment and that bleeding that's going to catch him. And there's so much resustain coming out from gaming. Oh, this is going to be tough. Oof. That's game 2. This is a series of 5, guys. So he has one more chance to do it. And I'm curious to see if Black Bear does join another one of my tournaments. I want to see if he joins as Condi Mirage again, or he gets a little more wild and tries something else. I'm very curious to see that. Yeah, Car's no doubt about that, Grimjack. Car is a fucking monster. He played it really well. He played every game really well. And even when he lost, you can see when he lost that first match, his whole tone and his whole pace completely changed. He adjusted perfectly, and he did a really good job. He almost shut down Tycoon really well. Yeah, it is one-sided. It's really, really tough for you, Cartoon, unfortunately. But this is how she goes, man. We can't always have it the best with the way we want it. No problem at all, Sergeant Gemini. And this is what we do these for, guys, to try to bring the community together so we all get to know each other. We get to see some really top tier gameplay. And not only that, but I do these every day and I record them every day. So if you ever want to make like a 5-man team, you can kind of use this as your scouting process to see those characters that are really, really good. So if you're looking for a warrior, you can look through all the warrior fights. You can look through all the guardian fights. It's just beneficial. I'm just trying to bring something back to the community and try to bring us all together so we all talk to each other. We all know each other, so it just gets better, you know what I mean? And there's not so much BM. And if you lose, you lose, man. It doesn't matter. Tomorrow is going to be another day. And that's it for Cartoon, guys. And that's it. I'm probably I might do a little more streaming in about 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes. I'm going to get something to eat, decompress again. But this is Gaming Wizard that took first place. That's Cartoon that took second place. And we got Merp that took third place. If you guys like this type of stuff, check out my highlights videos. I'm very new to streaming and I'm very new to shoutcasting. I'm just trying to give something back to the community and try to make PvP revive again. So if you like it, click that follow, click that subscribe. I'd really, really, really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for coming out. Thank you to all the participants, all the donators, all the viewers, all of you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And like I said, check out Cartoon's stream. Check out Grimjack's stream. They're both posted in my Twitch chat. You can check them. Check out the Notorious Naru stream. These guys are all really helpful. But don't be dicks, man. Don't be fucking assholes. They're there to help you. They're streaming to help you. So thank you so much to everyone. You guys are fucking awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And to those of you who won, give me about 10 minutes. I'm not gypping you on your gold, don't worry. Every single tournament I've done, I've always given the gold that I've told. So do not worry. I'm just going to be posting my video, taking care of a couple whispers that I have over here, and then I'll be sending you your gold. So it's $225 total for this prize. We're going to be giving 50% to first place, 30% to second place, and 20% to third place. So thank you and big ups to all of you for coming out. There you go. Grimjack Twitch has been posted by Car. You guys should definitely check it out. Like I said, Grimjack is my favorite streamer to watch. My favorite. And second is probably Naru. He's probably my second favorite. So thank you so much, guys, for coming out. I really appreciate it. Hit that follow, hit that subscribe. I hope you have a great fucking night. This is an awesome tourney. I'm going to be doing a 3v3 tomorrow. 3v3 tomorrow, 500 gold. 3v3 tomorrow, 500 gold. Get your teams ready. Get your groups ready. You can sign up as a free agent or you can sign up as a team. So it's 3v3 tomorrow. Get ready. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great fucking night. I'll be back in about 30 minutes. And all my participants, everyone, thank you so much, guys. You guys are fucking awesome.